I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. We not friends like that for you to be calling me all willy-nilly, nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready, right, to talk. I'm going to drop this link and I'm going to see what all the fuck you want, right? I'll hear you out. But then after that, bro, leave me the fuck alone, man. I'm not gonna talk about you when I actually say, right, that I'm not gonna talk about you. Then I'm not gonna talk about you. Right? I don't have to. Even when you was on Sears platform, you was trying to talk to me then. I'm not gonna address you anymore. Matter of fact, this is an impromptu live, y'all. This is an impromptu live stream. Right? I wasn't even planning on going live. Right? But I have to address this and I have to put it out on YouTube because why? I know you on YouTube. I don't know you on in real time. So I'm not going to ever talk to you on no back end at all, ever. Right? I'm not going to ever do that. If you want to address me about anything, you address it for everybody to hear. What the fuck is you trying to call me on the back end for? I'm not going to, nigga, we ain't getting money together. We not getting no money together. Call your son. Mentor your son. It's nothing that you can get from me. Remember, you don't need a motherfucker like me, right? You can stand on your own. So that's exactly what the fuck we gonna do. You have no reason to call me on the back end for nothing. I don't know you. Miss Eve, this is for you, Miss Eve. And it's nice and frosty too. Right? Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube, right? I know your persona of what you show on YouTube, right? We not friends like that for you to be calling me all willy-nilly, nigga. I live a real fucking life. And if I'm not on this motherfucker, I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm ready to talk. You don't dictate when I want to talk. That's not how that goes, nigga. When I feel like talking, then I will set up a line, upcoming like I always do, and I'll follow through on what I do. Now, what you do is what you do. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on, bro, right? Stop talking that line with me because, see, you better know one thing about what I will do, or I will tell. Right? Again, I don't know you outside of YouTube. I only know you on YouTube. I don't know you. I know your persona of what you show on YouTube. Right? Again, I don't know you. I don't know you. Right? I don't know Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Y'all is tuned in to the JB2 Reaction Show starring your host with the most, Johnny Blaze. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I know I changed the times like twice, but I was outside working, ladies and gentlemen. I really was, and that cold, it got cold on me, and I'm outside and I'm doing my thing with the DoorDash and shit. That cold kicked my ass. As soon as I came in the house, I put on my little throw, Shit, and then it was lights out. Put my hood on. I'm in my lazy boy chair. It was lights out. When I woke up, it was like 1:30. When I woke up just not too long ago, like at 1:30, I said, oh, shit. They go talk shit. Now, come on, Pride Time B. Hey, man, the Bears deserve it, man. The Bears deserve it, man. Insatiable up in the building. I see he was up here earlier. Salute G Mama Bodies. Good morning. Willie, good morning. I know, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am late. And Glenda, because I know you is up right about now, Glenda. I know you're up. But anyway, we gonna get into the interview, the police interview with Charleston White on the barbershop incident. And shout out to Insatiable because he sent me this video of a 16-year-old woman unaliving her mom right in front of her grandma. That's wild in itself. But before I get into that, because I'm going to be here, we going to be here, y'all. We going to rock out. We going to rock out this morning. And shout out to Carlos King because he had put this out last night. This before I even went to sleep. And I saw this and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on here? So here's the story behind this. I was 14. He was married. He'd been doing things to me for years.
My energy bill dropped from $150.
She told everything. All right. Now, I don't know where Carlos King got this content from. More than likely, maybe it might be from Facebook, but who knows? But again, shout out to Carlos King, fair use. This is not of my own content. I am here just to give my reaction and commentary on this particular story. Fair use. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Yeah, EV, I'm late. I'm still late. EV, I was supposed to have went live at 10:30. I changed the time twice. You feel what I'm saying? And the only reason I changed it because I was still out there working. Shit, I had to shovel snow and shit, salt the goddamn grounds. Shit, I got a long ass driveway shit. And then my snow machine is out. So I had to do it manually. So shit, between that, DoorDash and just I was beat. That's why I did that live stream, what I did early instead of trying to wait late because I knew I was going to be working. Yeah. I mean, look, hey, I'm going to still fulfill my obligations now. I don't like to be late. I really don't. I hate to be late. But come on, as many times as I've always been consistent and been on time with y'all, man. I know y'all will let me slide. Y'all let me slide. I ain't that damn bad.
To $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $49 on a power saver device that could cut my energy bill in half. They thought
I've been working with Sean Kobe Gilbert since I was 14. I'm currently 19. And I have just discovered that this man is obsessed with me in ways that I need God to give me strength to overcome this power that he thinks he has over so many women. Social media doesn't.
Guys, my name is Sean Gilbert. I'm the owner of Perfect Purpose Clothing. Hey, I believe in being transparent about everything, and that's not going to stop now. So I just wanted to sit down and tell you guys that, hey, yesterday, some serious allegations were made about me to social media. This employee went to various police stations around the area trying to make these allegations.
Now, sir, why do you have your child right there while you trying to do a video? I mean, you know, kids gonna be kids, you know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Come on.
Once they realized that these allegations were false and the videos were falsified, they quickly dismissed it. And so this employee also went to the malls we currently serve at, and they shoot her away as well.
To set the record straight, everything that she's saying is true. I'm Amara Gilbert, Sean's ex-wife, and I was the one who was taking the fire for confronting him about making advances on underage employees. Anytime I said something about the fact that his relationship with Shania was inappropriate, he would.
Whoa. So wait, your grown ass sitting up here shooting shots at underage girls. Boy, you's a dirty son of a bitch.
All right, what's up with it, y'all? So look, I'm back again with another video right now. Listen, this is a situation that is floating around all over the internet on Facebook and Instagram, but now I am finding out that this originated on TikTok. And I'm glad somebody put me down, because on Facebook, people be doing everything to get paid. They'll put 1,000 different pieces on it. Somebody sent me a full video right here. So we're going to check this out and see what's going on with the whole situation. But I have seen multiple people talking about this, but I just haven't seen the source speak on it. So that's what we're going to do right now, see what the source has to say about the whole situation. But from what I've been hearing is basically it's a young lady who worked for a guy by the name of Sean Gilbert in the DFW area, Dallas, Arlington, all of that, you know what I'm saying? The whole DFW and surrounding areas. He out there somewhere, right? And basically, you know, the guy, Sean Gilbert, has a clothing brand, a Christian clothing brand at that. I think it's called Perfect Purpose, if I'm not mistaken.
So he a Christian with a Christian clothing line store. A married man. And he's messing with underage girls that he allows to work for him. Okay, got it so far.
It's somewhere around there, but y'all already know these are reaction videos. We find out everything during the video. But basically, you know, she's alleging that he has been sexually assaulting her for over 5 years. And when I say sexually, y'all know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. I shouldn't have to break it down no more than that, but y'all already know how YouTube is, so I got to say certain things a certain way. But she's alleging that he has been doing certain things to her forcefully or somewhere of the sort for the past 5 years. Now, to hear that is crazy as hell to me, and I just want to say it's just sad and unfortunate that these days you can't trust nobody around your kids. You can't trust nobody around anybody. You just got to be, you know, aware, and to be aware is to be alive in a lot of different cases. But look, we're finna go ahead and jump into this and see what's actually going on with the whole situation. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on everything, and yeah, we're gonna talk about this in the comment section and during the video as well. I just want to say, man, if this is true, he need to be up under the jail, but y'all already know how I am over here. I don't like to put certain jackets on certain people without having bona fide facts.
And I agree. Now, I will say allegedly for sure, because I don't know this to be true. For all I know, this could actually still be a play just to have a viral moment and have people talking about some shit. Now, I do understand that part of it too, but I'm still with the if this is all to be true, and this, I don't even know how old this man is. But clearly, he's very much, he's much older than these young women, allegedly, that he's supposed to be, you know, having some type of relations with.
Not saying that she's a liar and not saying that he's telling the truth or vice versa. I'm just simply going to wait for facts to come out. So let's go ahead and jump into this and see what's going on. And let's talk about it as the video progresses and at the end of the video as well. Let's go. All right, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man. We got 31 days until the sweepstakes ends. So I'm letting you know this right now. I'm going to put you on game. For those who've been waiting for some type of bonus to jump in, this is your time. I have the biggest and the best bonus on entries that I have ever had. You can get double, triple, or even quadruple the amount of tickets that you would normally get, you know what I'm saying, on a regular day. So it's best to jump down there, click that link.
Doing this to
Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 5th.
save his current wife, but in order for me to save her, I have to speak and use my voice of my situation. This is very traumatizing. Please do not mind how I look right now. This is beyond that. I have been working with Sean Colby Gilbert since I was 14. I'm currently 19.
She said it's full name.
And I have just discovered that this man is obsessed with me in ways that I need God to give me strength to overcome this power that he thinks he has over so many women. Social media does its thing. I went to Police's. I went to Mansfield Police where he lays his head. I went to Arlington Police where he was worked and where I was assaulted. And now I have people going to Grapevine Mills to cover all of this. It's one thing to serve God, but to serve a lie, and the devil started off as an angel. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole Christian clothing brand. It's like every scripture that he has on a shirt is gonna come back to him. And I thought I buried what happened to me until I seen what he is doing to his current wife. I need to save her, and I need y'all to help me save her. I'm going viral on TikTok right now.
See?
Help me help her. Repost, share. It doesn't take a rocket science. I have a whole army behind me who this man actually probably has paid. You know what I'm saying? He's offering me money since last night. This is serious. This is beyond. This is like some Chris Tucker. Is that his name? The dude who 2 kids and his wife. This is serious. So I'm using my voice. Whoever this video attracts, it's going to attract somebody very powerful. It's going to hit them, and it's going to hit them really hard to where you cannot escape reality. Now, might you ask, why have you been on and off with this brand for so many years? God's freaking plan. I have never, ever, 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 ever done anything sexual with this man. Never no transaction. But people think I have because they think that he has the power over me that he has over other women, including his wife. His ex-wife, Amara. Angel. Powerful. Strong. Is thriving right now and she escaped. If she can do it and I'm talking to her, y'all, if this hits you and this hits your For You page, I need you to share, and share. Everybody knows in Arlington, everybody knows this brand. Everybody probably seen my face. Who freaking knows? But please just help Zandria.
Okay, so it's a lot of videos pertaining to this, and y'all already know I'm finna add them. And I'm glad I be looking for certain shit because we'll miss out on so much if I didn't over here on my channel. Basically, it looks like the wife has spoken now. It looks like she has multiple videos. It looks like she has been recording him as well. We really won't know until I just get up in there. So let me download these and add it to this video right here so we can actually get the full story in its totality. And we're going to talk about it as soon as I come back. But from what I'm hearing, you know, it ain't what's up. There's no way in the hell he should have been around this baby when she was 14 years old. She is an adult now, but y'all know what I meant at the time, you know, and I wouldn't release my child to nobody being at that age. I don't give a damn if it's for.
But what I don't understand is at what age in Texas, if anybody knows up in the chat, that a teenager can actually get a job. I mean, because I know here in Illinois, the teenagers here, when they 14 like that, 15, they have to get they got to get a work permit from school, to be able to work like at McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, you know, things like that, Dunkin' Donuts, it don't matter. So I'm just wondering, did she have how is it down there in Texas? How does that go? Because how is it that she's 14 working with a grown-ass man in the first place? Like, I mean, anybody that's from Texas that comes on over here, can y'all please elaborate on that, please, for me? Because I don't know. But I know here you do, the young people has to get a work permit from high school to be able to go to work. Now I'm sure you got some that don't get no work permit from school. They just still go and get a job. Age 14? Okay. All right. Okay, EV, appreciate it.
Job or not, yeah, you can go to a company, but like an individual is a little bit different. It's kind of hard to say that because he has a company, but y'all get where I'm coming from when I say what I say. And if you don't know, well, but yeah, I'm just not going to release my baby to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be a collective if we're going to do some working and shit.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, the minimum age to work in Texas is 14. Yeah, it's the same. I think, well, it may be the same everywhere then because, well, maybe not. So I don't want to overstep myself. But I know, yeah, you are able to work here in Illinois, but you still need a works permit from high school to be allowed to work. Now, that's if you're doing it on the right level. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, you got some teenagers on out here ain't got no damn work permit from school, and they still gonna go out there and get them a job. But if these jobs stand on them you having a works permit from high school, then that change everything. But these jobs most times they don't care. They figure they get some bodies in. Hey, you doing some work for me, you gonna get paid. The end. Sometimes they cut all them type of that's a loophole that they don't nobody really got to go through as far as these kids nowadays. But technically, they do need a works permit from high school to be able to still be able to get a job. But yeah, 14 is the minimum age that you can work here in Illinois as well.
Like going to Sonic or something. Y'all get where I'm coming from. If you don't, oh well. But let me go ahead and download these real quick. I'll be right back and we're going to talk about everything. Give me a second. All right, y'all. So look, I'm back. I done added everything to the video. The wife has made multiple videos and she has made multiple videos as well. Like I said before, we're going to get into these and see what's up. And everything is all alleged until we can get the bona fide facts or we can hear more details about what's going on as the video progresses. I just got to make sure I say that because, this is my channel and I'm not trying to be over here, I'm just listening, basically, what I'm trying to say here, and I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on it, but everything that comes out of my mouth from the beginning to the end is all allegedly, and I'm just trying to see what the hell going on so we can talk about it, but I definitely do believe that if something did happen, I'm not saying that she's a liar, but y'all get where I'm coming from. He definitely needs to be held accountable to the maximum extent. Let's get into this and see what's up, though. Let's go.
My anxiety was overwhelming. Are my kids safe? Will my mom be deported? In my family, mental health.
I got assaulted last year of December, October through December. I got receipts of everything. I already won. Now I have to help her win by speaking up for my situation. I am the source, and I need y'all to help me help her. Polices are not helping. Polices, I showed them a domestic violence video, and they looked at me and said, "You can't see who that is in that video." Y'all, please pray. Pray for wisdom, pray for guidance, pray for her, pray for Zendria, because he got in all of these women's head about me and made them think that I was jealous of them and that I wanted him. It's very heartbreaking, and I really just need y'all with me on this. I know God he doesn't give me, I've been through so much. God does not give me things to ball it up and throw it away.
What?
So I'm gonna post this video. And I'm gonna let God work his magic. And if the police find this video, I got all my evidence. I just need y'all to help me, help her. Help the woman who sleeps by the devil every single night.
Oh, man, these people, man. So now it's okay to get on the internet, right, and make this type of performance. How is it that you was able to show the police some type of domestic abuse video, and you said that the police couldn't help you? So now you turn to the internet and you want strangers to help you in a situation with this man. And well, this is all for the internet. All for the internet.
Okay, so I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but hell, he said something about some lace panties. It sounded like that's what it said on this damn thing. I'm just, keeping it real. But she said he would not give me my phone back. Didn't have any of those, by the way. Mind you, his weird ass is speaking about my panties. Like, how the F did this come up in conversation? That is something that I say is weird as hell, to be asking her, do she have something that's lace? And it do sound like he's talking about something that he shouldn't be talking about. That's what I'm getting from it now. But let's get back into it. Let's go.
My name is Sean Gilbert. I'm the owner of Perfect Purpose Clothing. I believe in being transparent about everything, and that's not going to stop now.
Okay.
So I just wanted to sit down and tell you guys that, hey, yesterday some serious allegations were made about me to social media.
He doing the excuse me. Now, why you got that boy doing all that while you on the damn video?
This employee went to various communications around the area trying to make these allegations. Once they realized that these allegations were false and the videos were falsified, they quickly dismissed it. And so this employee also went to the malls we currently serve at, and they shooed it away as well. But to the employee, this is not okay. You're playing with somebody's family. But just now that everything's out there, let's get it out there. So for this employee, she was denied promotion very recently, this past week, that she was not at all happy about. Videos, I have videos of her saying that she would do anything for attention. She would do anything for money, and those have been turned into the police, and they have that, and now they're working against it. But like I said, this is not okay. You found about my ex-wife into the situation, but let's tell everybody the entire truth. My ex-wife made these accusations as well. We went to trial. She was caught in lies, just like Shania in this case. The trial was found not guilty. But no, like I said, this is not okay. You're playing with someone's family. You're playing with all of my employees' family who come to work every day with a smile on their face, bringing people to God. And that's what we're about, and that's what we continue to be about. But as I mentioned to the employee, this is not okay. This isn't.
Okay. Hold on, because I look at them hollering and shit just throwing me all the way out. But I know you can comments and stuff like that.
That boy having a moment in the background. Cause it's like, man, hold on. All that, it's like, what the? Like, not one time did he just tell his little son, just go ahead on and go sit down, son. What's with all the damn noise, son? But that irritated the fuck up out of Carlos.
And people are actually saying that it looks like that they were in love, or they had a real relationship going on pertaining to them, having text messages and stuff like that. And I haven't read all of the text messages, but I do see certain things being stated, that looks like they may have had outside conversations that's not pertaining to work. and I'm gonna put some of them somewhere, probably at the end or something like that. But overall, you just can't throw nothing to the wayside about what she's saying is happening, or what he is saying that is happening as well too. We really just don't be knowing what be going on with people behind closed doors. But I do see a lot of people in these comment sections taking his side, but it's the same thing on her side. Ultimately, I just feel like when it's a situation like this, you got to go off the facts, point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? But I never put a victim to the side ever, because we really just don't know. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of different things, and I'm not gonna act like I don't see what the hell I'm seeing, because a lot of people do that just to spread a certain narrative. But I like to give, both sides of the spectrum. But ultimately, I'm gonna stick with what's being said, just off the simple fact, and like, it's a victim and they need to be, heard. But I always remember that it's two sides to a story, really three, but y'all know we need facts when it comes to certain things. Let's get back into it. Let's go.
Attention is not okay. But yeah, Parks Mall, there's cameras around that entire mall for anybody who hasn't been to Parks Mall. We have a camera at our kiosk there. All that was presented to the police and that she's been caught, but I just wanted to come to social media as well, so she's right there, to let you know that, hey, there's evidence of everything, falsifying and everything. I've heard that she's also falsified my voice, falsified my number, but everything has been turned over to the employee. I just want you to know this is very serious matter.
Hey, tell that little boy to go ahead on somewhere now. He damn near drowning you on now. Why won't you tell your son to go? Or why don't you go to another part of the house or something? What type? Wait a minute. Now, I know damn well you hear your son doing all of that while you trying to talk and record a video. That's irritating, bro. Come on, man. This is an adult conversation. We don't want to hear all that. Nah, man.
And I just want you to know that, hey, I forgive you, but just realize what consequences come with this. So I just wanted to sit down and come to you guys. I love you, to every supporter that supported us, to everybody that's just even stopped by the booth to say, hey, we appreciate you like crazy, love you like crazy. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
The big, shiny, really big watch. Classic corporate power move.
I'm not kidding you unless you tell me you're gonna keep it between us.
Yes, what's up?
How I know you gonna keep it?
I don't know, but you got 5 seconds before I block you. I don't got time to play with you.
Oh, okay, I'm not trying to play. I was saying, bro, I was trying to cash out you between us.
Who is this?
I just can't see you much. Why do you gotta know who it is?
Bye.
You want to keep hanging up being childish?
I don't give a fuck about my money.
So I can't give you money?
No.
You said no, so I can't give you 500.
No.
All right.
I swear I wasn't going to respond, but this is just insane to me, and this is something that I was not expecting at all. His response video just helped me in so many different ways that he doesn't even know of. When the fight that I'm battling right now is against a dummy. He only attracts weak-minded people, and I already showed I'm not that weak-minded. But prayers up to. First and foremost, I just want to say I did this to protect some. I should have been doing it for myself, clearly, but my voice can protect numerous of people. So that is why I did this. Attention never needed. Me, myself alone attracts attention that clearly you used me for years. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever say I need your attention. What? What attention do you have? Off topic. I need to calm down. I really just.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Just need to make this video to just thank everybody who's praying for me. This is real life. Y'all have to understand that this is real life. This is very traumatizing, honestly. Every time I'm looking at a sign from God to say, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do that? This is traumatizing. I'm already working in real life that I feel like I don't have to post my every move on social media because the fact that y'all are questioning me and trying to make it seem like I'm lying about
I told you.
30-year-old man, excuse my language, but this is just disgusting. Like,
comments going hard.
And also, somebody made a great comment on his video, and they said,
but I understand why they calling you a lie, because you said that he didn't do anything to you, but then you change it up and said something else. So I'm like, I was, and this is at the beginning part of this whole video. This is what you said on one video. Now he responded. Now you're responding back to what he said on his last video. But you got to think about what you said. So it is what it is with me. Again, I don't know if it's true or not true. So I'm going to keep it allegedly, but that little story that you ran down on the first video.
Do you hear them kids in the background? Do you hear, you can't, they are covering up your voice so much, I can barely even hear you.
She ain't lying. Shit.
Yeah, that part, yeah.
Because you know, in all seriousness, I just want to thank y'all. I feel like I'm going to come into a season for isolation, because this is where God is showing me that people will try to tear me down of my voice. And I'm powerful, and I need to listen to him. And listening to him means blocking out outsiders. So however y'all feel, y'all feel. I don't owe y'all anything. I don't want for anything. Like, it's crazy how people mind works, but prayers up. I really don't. I'm disgusted. I'm talking about direct deposit.
Last time I let you go, you came and get a paper check because you was that dude.
No, last time I got a paper check because I couldn't afford for it to go in my. That was the first time I ever got a paper check. That never been an ongoing thing. And even in messages, it says this is the only time. Sean, when have I ever got a paper check?
I gotta read what she wrote on here for those who may be driving and not actually watching the video. So right here, she put video footage of him trying to hold my money after I tried quitting because I didn't want to have sex with him, and she put sound on. So,
but can I ask anybody that's up in the chat, the 5 people that's here, right? Can y'all tell me what's wrong with this message that she has up here, video footage of him trying to hold my money after I tried quitting because I didn't want to have sex with him? Can anybody tell me how in the fuck do that even make sense on what is said right there? If you're quitting, quit. Get your money and go. How are you trying? How did you try to quit? So she tried to quit because she didn't want to have sex with him. So, she just want her money. Boy, come straight out of a comic book.
So everybody can listen. Let's get back into it.
Adobe Acrobat Studio is all new. What can PDF spaces with AI do? Drag in research, drop in thought.
It was about a year and a half ago because you came up there with that dude and he went to Pandora. Y'all went to Pandora after.
And I never got a paper check.
It was a paper check. I put it in the envelope.
Sure. That has nothing to do with right now. Ever since I've been back with you, I've never had a paper check besides the last time I asked you for it, and that never even went as planned.
No, every time I let somebody go, you seen me. I didn't.
No, I've never seen any of that.
Yeah, remember because you made fun of Jakir when she didn't come get her check.
Because she doesn't have a bank. The sorry ass don't have a bank.
Right. Anytime I let anybody go, they get a paper check.
You're lying, Sean. Last time you fired me, my check was direct deposit. So why are you playing with me right now? Like you really do. You are.
I just told you, are you gonna come get a Friday?
That's not what you text me and told me. That's not what you text me and told me.
Okay, so I just asked you, are you gonna come get it Friday? I
will come get it Friday, but I'm not waiting till no Sunday or Monday to come get my check. And you know the paper check did not work last time, so I'm not doing no paper check. It don't work. You get to send me my money now or what? If I don't have to deal with you no more, why am I waiting for my money?
Because that's not fair to everybody else.
I'm not everybody else. You don't treat me like everybody else. You don't go to stores with everybody else and do what you did with me. I'm not everybody else. So stop comparing me to everybody else.
No, it's not. She played with my money. So I just told you.
I'm not playing with your money. I've been getting the most money ever since I came back. Sean, stop playing with me. You got up there sitting up there not doing nothing. They play with your money. Okay, and I'm in second. So what?
So what's the 13th, or you can get it with this payroll? That's the only two options.
The payroll is Friday, correct? I want my check direct deposit. Paper check does not work for me. It did not work last time.
It's $840.74.
And then you keep changing my paycheck. Like what?
But what I don't understand is you quit before, and if he was that bad, why would you go back to the very man that you calling the predator? Do that sound strange to y'all? I just heard her say that she quit. So then why go back to the very man that you're calling out to be a predator? Man, you can't make this shit up. What's going on, Egan? This is some wild shit right here.
What's going on? I just calculated it myself. I'm at $947. Like, what's going on?
947.06. That's what I got.
Correct. And you down my paycheck 3 times.
No, I'm not. I downed it one time.
You just said $850. Then you texted me and said $840. Now you just said on the phone talking about some $846. Like.
I'm gonna see your picture, bro, because you tripping down.
It's just crazy to me. This ain't never happened, but now when I'm not there no more, this is happening. Payroll ain't never been a problem.
Yeah, because I tried to calculate how it was in it to you.
Why are you doing that? If you calculating how you was zealous to me, should no taxes be deducted?
I don't know. It does not work until I put it into the system.
He know he been recorded.
And you're doing that now, right? It's 10:24. I would hope you're doing payroll right now.
He know he been
recorded. So I just sent you a picture. It says 847.4. You looked at the picture.
But even he know he being recorded, but she telling on herself in the recording though. So if you paying attention to it, I mean, some people will let that go right over their head, but to me, you admitted to quitting before. You quit the job. You quit the job with the man. But you're calling the man a predator. You're saying that he's violating underage women that he works with, that works for him, right? So in my mind, if it's that way for real, then why go back to the very individual that you're calling out to be a predator? Like that part you would never get me to understand, because again, why would you go back to something that was bad anyway in the first place? All money ain't good money. I'm just saying, all money ain't good money.
I didn't get no picture.
He knows she recording for sure.
I don't know why you complaining. You a boss man and can't handle being a boss man.
Hey, I don't have time for all the comments, all that. Right now, we just handling business, bro.
Still didn't get nothing.
Hello? Cool.
I just said it twice. It's coming worse than I don't know what else to tell you. But I sent you a whole statement. So it has however much you made so far, your gross for this check and your net for this check. Then your year to date this shit is $13K. Well, Gross is 15K, net is 13K.
Well, I didn't get anything, so all I'm worried about is when I'm getting my money. And you deducted my check 3 times, so I'm very curious about that because that has never happened. So if you don't want me to go far and take everything that I have to court, then I'm gonna need you to wrap this on up because this has never happened.
That's cute, bro. You don't have nothing, first and foremost.
You don't know what I have.
Secondly,
I'm not as dumb as you think.
Secondly, your gross is 947.06. If you look at the picture, and your net is 847.4. As far as I'm concerned, that's all I got to say to you, bro.
So when am I getting my money?
You're in payroll, bro. Be smart.
So that's direct deposit, correct? If I'm in payroll?
You're smarter. You say you're smarter than you think you are. If it's through home base, be smart, bro.
I've been removed from all that, so no. Like that.
You have not been.
I mean, when I logged in, it's not letting me log in. So clearly I've been removed. You text me and say I can either pick up my check or I'm being Zelle. I'm asking you, is my check going to be in my account on Friday? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. That's literally it.
How are you smart as I couldn't put your payroll through if you was out of home base? Come on now.
Correct. So I have not been removed until today. When you text me my check. Well, when I logged in, I was. It's not letting me log in. Even now, when I'm on the phone with you, it's not letting me log in.
Then how am I looking at your pay stub?
You are the CEO. I do not know. I do not know. You're the CEO. All I'm asking is when I'm getting my money. That's what
you get it Friday, bro. I'm pinning it to the direct deposit.
Okay, that's all that was needed. So why did you say Zelle or come pick it up?
Because that's what I was gonna do in the first place. I have to pay home base to pay you. Why would I do that if it's your last check?
Okay, so this is my last check. Can you do direct deposit?
Yes, you could have asked that for the first time.
I shouldn't have to ask. You're a boss, right? You're a boss, right?
No, all the other stuff was uncalled for.
Okay, so my check is direct deposit on Friday?
Yes, for 1,000 times.
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent
Yeah, Evie, at this point, she's trying to get a reaction up out of him to get him to saying some shit. But the whole time, he knows that she's recording this phone conversation that they having. He knows that she's recording it. I mean, so far he's keeping his cool, but I mean, shit, hell, after I'd have told her, look, I'll send it to you through direct deposit, through your Zelle, the end. And I would have hung up the phone on her ass. I mean, shit, to me, it feels like he going with the games too.
So just to set the record straight, everything that she's saying is true. I'm Amara Gilbert, Sean's ex-wife, and I was the one who was taking the fire for confronting him about making advances on underage employees. Anytime I said something about the fact that his relationship with Shania was inappropriate, he would hit me. Anytime I commented on him going to employees' apartments, disappearing for days at a time on me and my newborn and charging it to the company card, when I mentioned his new girlfriend who has a baby the same age as mine because he was dating her when he was married to me, anytime I brought that stuff up, he would beat me to the point where he was indicted for a felony for continuous violence against the family. And so I am so deeply, sincerely sorry to every young girl who he has ever victimized, because this man made a hobby out of tearing down beautiful, strong, young women, and it's absolutely not fair. And nobody else is going to feel like they're seen and heard unless you say something. So if you're somebody who he victimized, if you know somebody who was affected by him, please say something, because the more people who say something, the sooner something gets done.
This is the context you need to understand exactly how Sean Gilbert is a predator. I'm Amara, his ex-wife, formerly associated with Perfect Purpose Clothing. And let's get into this birthday party situation because it got real controversial in the comments for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
And let's start with how.
I just scrolled past that and didn't know what the hell was going on at first until I read some of them comments. I've been behind the scene reading comments and shit, but basically he threw her a birthday party or something like that a few years ago. And people were saying that was weird because he wasn't doing it for everybody. Like he had isolated her to do certain things for her. Now, the details surrounding it on his behalf, I haven't seen that. I've been behind looking for everything, but I have seen what she had to say, but I haven't listen to it. I just was reading the comments over there. That's all I've been doing here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back into it. I just have to say that for those who didn't know what the hell was going on. The young lady posted like a birthday that was thrown for her by the Sean Gilbert guy. Let's get back into it.
Oh, Shania got hired. Every other employee had an application, an interview, and then onboarding. Shania got picked up coming out of Victoria's Secret. And so she's young, she's pretty, she got body, I understand. But the average human being, after finding out that she was 15, would have backed off. Instead, Sean told me this story that she was misguided and didn't have any family support. And it was our job as a Christian clothing brand to kind of take her under our wing. So I understood and I went, but then she started interrupting my daily household operations. So when I would ask him, like, hey, why do y'all have so many pictures and videos together? Why are you texting her, telling her things like, I really need you, I love you, I care so much about you, I can't do this without you. Like, she's 15 years old. How come every time you're at the kiosk, whenever you mention something, you crack a joke, you make a sale, you make a comment, you're finding excuses to touch her, to throw your hand around her shoulder, like, what's really going on? And when I tell y'all, this boy was etching his fingernails around my neck to make sure that I didn't ask him anything like that again. So I'm like, okay, you know, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm crazy. I just want you to watch out because of how it could be perceived. But maybe I'm reading too deeply into it. Fast forward to the birthday party. I'm thinking we're gonna do something cool, casual at the kiosk. He's like, no, I want to do something special for her. She's been stressed out at work lately, working really hard. I'm like, okay, cool, fine. Like, what do you mean? We'll bring balloons to the kiosk. We can bring music if it's after mall closing. He's like, now let's do something at the office. I'm like, that's strange. Why we bring all the employees from the mall where they are to the office? But I just went with it. Baby, little did I know we were throwing an extravaganza. So we spent $300 to $500 on a backdrop, balloons, all kind of decorations. We had pizza, cake. I'm like, well, what the heck? How are we gonna afford this for the whole rest of our team? Like, this is something, not that this is a thing. Surely we have to do this for everybody. But on the contrary, there was another employee whose birthday wasn't too far from Shania's. Baby, we got a cookie cake, went to that kiosk. We cut the cake, ate the cake at the kiosk. And then them children got right back to closing it up. And needless to say, that was my last birthday celebration with Perfect Purpose Clothing. And one other thing, because I just got to get this off my chest, the fact that there are people who really don't believe that a story is complete until the woman is a problem, are sick. And that's a problem. That way of thinking is a problem.
It's currently 5 a.m. and I must say, actually for that, it's going to be 6 a.m. And I must say that these comments are really getting to me. And I feel like since I'm on social media.
Now, but y'all putting it on the internet. Oh, these comments is really getting to me. Ladies and gentlemen, the comments is really getting to her. It's irritating her. Why would the comments even be a concern to you in the first place? I mean, hell, you put it out here. What, you thought people is just going to be naive to just believe what you're saying just because you're saying it? I mean, if I'm going to be honest, the shit don't add up either way. The part of when you said that you quit and then you came back, you allowed yourself to be back around a predator. That in itself don't even make no sense. And I feel like all this shit that y'all doing right now is just for that content. And for people to be fake ass outraged about some shit. And I'm sorry. And you know what? I really allegedly, okay? Because I don't know y'all, but this story, I'm telling you, it do not add up. Because you're not going to tell me you going to quit. You say all these things about the man, calling him a predator and all this and that. You say how long it's been. But then you go back. Nah, that just don't make no sense at all.
Crazy. Hey, look, I've been telling you about them comments. The comments been going hard on her, and I'm thinking it's because of these messages as well. I'm gonna be posting those at the end if I can remember. If I don't remember, then don't be mad at me. But I will have her information posted as well. So if y'all want to go over there, holler at her, do it. If y'all want to do, y'all can do that. But I just want to say that it just makes it so hard when they have an outside different like conversations, but overall you can't fault someone who has been groomed. People be failing to realize that in certain instances and situations, you know, like somebody can be in a situation and true enough, it cannot be something that is right, but they don't know no better. They've been involved with it so long. They have been engulfed in bullshit for years. So they don't know how to manipulate a situation or I can't say manipulate, maneuver through a situation properly. So yeah, you might fall victim. You might catch feelings. There's certain things that can go into certain things, you know, but
What's
overall, it
happening,
should have
Hood?
never happened. It shouldn't have went this far. You know, that's the main thing. But, you know, hey, I can't put that jacket on nobody, but it do look crazy as hell. And, you know, I got to say this as well, too. It kind of makes it a little bit harder when people that you have left or cheated on or, you know, made, you know, like you made them feel really, really bad. Like it's kind of hard to take certain people's word in certain instances because they're gonna feel like you just mad. And I'm talking about the ex-wife. Not saying that she is lying. I'm just speaking for those who are emotionally intelligent and can comprehend. You get where I'm coming from and what I'm saying. I'm not disregarding them. I'm just saying, you know, people gonna also not really take what she's saying as the 100% truth because he has been cheating on her, different things like that, allegedly. But yeah, let's get back into it.
For one, I started working at Perfect Purpose when I was 14 years old. When I was 14 through freaking 17, in my brain, the way that me and him would, first of all, I started working with his ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? So the way he would talk to me was, he got my back. He's my brother. This is this is that. Anytime I needed anything, he was there. But in disguise, he wanted me in ways that I should have been alert to see, but I was young. Like, God dang, like, just sort things, harassment, whatever y'all want to call it. Just because I didn't have sex with him does not mean I was not actually harassed.
Wait, did I just hear her say that? Wait, now, remember what I said, what she said in the very beginning when she did the first video. She said that he never had any type of sexual relations with her. Now, again, I'm going to rewind that part again because I want y'all to hear what she just said.
He was there, but in disguise. He wanted me in ways that I should have been alert to see, but I was young. Like, God dang, like, just sort things, harassment, whatever y'all want to call it. Just because I didn't have sex with him does not mean I was not actually harassed.
Now, you're absolutely correct. What up with it, Wolfpack? Yeah, I'm man. Yeah, well, up early, because I went to sleep. So I was outside earlier, working DoorDash and then getting that snow up. Shit, that shit wore my ass on out, man. So yes, I am up early in the morning. Now you're absolutely correct, young lady. You can still be sexual harassed. Yes, that is true. But the way you trying to spin it, you will make people believe or try to believe that he actually had some type of relations with you. As now, again, I'm not condoning him making any type of sexual advances at you at all, right? So let's get that part about the way. I don't condone that, right? But I just find it hard to believe that you work with this man, then you quit. Okay. Now I could respect it if you would have quit and stayed gone, but you went back to him. So to me, and this is just my opinion, it kind of negates the fact that you're saying that he actually sexually harassed you in any type of way sexually, because why go back to it then? That's my whole point in all of what I'm saying. Why go back to someone that sexually harassed you and it's the owner of the company that did it?
Assaulted. This man has forced me to touch him, choked me up in store. It's like y'all are trying to force. It's hurting me because I feel like I'm not even supposed to owe social media explanation right now. It's 6 a.m. It's 6 a.m. and I woke up to use the bathroom and I'm reading these comments and it's like, wow, like and then pause. Let's talk about, I'm doing this because I didn't get a promotion. That man manipulated me with the tactic promotion. For years, he would tell me, oh, I will become a manager. I would do this so I wouldn't leave. So I would do things for him. This was the last time that I realized he was manipulating me. And I even went off on his wife. Can we? Hello, big, huge old wedding. Like, this is deeper than you guys think. And I'm gathering all of my information so that I can show you guys this is deeper than what I think. Whoever does not sides with me, that is okay.
Exactly, Egan. That's why I just feel like they putting on for the internet, because what? And I'm gonna make sure I say this the right way. Is in certain cases, could things like this be true? Yes. But again, I just find it very hard to believe that if you're saying that the man been doing things for you, doing certain things or trying to sexually harass you for years, you quit. You admitted already that you quit. But then you go back. So when to anybody up in the chat, now I'm talking to the men. Now I understand there's women up in the chat as well, but men, let's just be honest now. Then how do she got a case then against this man? How do she have a leg to stand on to even call him a predator? You quit, but then you go back. And I'm going to keep driving down on that point. But you go back to the very man that you is on the internet calling a predator. Doesn't make sense.
Whoever is trying to twist my words and focus on my grammar versus in my situation, that is on y'all. Like, it has gotten so serious to a point. This man had his sister move in my apartment building as well, my apartment floor as well. This man used to call me and tell me to go outside and register his sister's car. The whole time his sister's car was never even there. So as I'm playing all this in my head, it's like it's so much deeper because I'm older now, I'm more aware. I'm putting the pieces together of how obsessed this man was with me. As I said in the previous video, I wanted to save his wife, but you can't save nobody who don't want to be saved. So now I'm doing this for me. Full force. I'm not backing out on nothing. This is for me because
it was for you for the whole entire time. You making yourself frustrated even paying attention to the comments. If you stand on what you stand on and you know what happened, my thing is, why even worry about what strangers are saying in the comment section? I mean, you have to look at it like this. You're putting this on social media. Everybody ain't going to just fall subjected to your story and just believe you just because you say it. When you put certain things on people, people want proof. All this, making content to sit up here and put a jacket like that on the man, to me, that shit ain't cool. Or put a jacket on a woman. To me, on both ends, it ain't cool. And this is what people has resorted to on the internet for content, ladies and gentlemen. And in my opinion, is watering things down, because now you don't know what to believe nowadays. You don't know if the shit is true, untrue. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to sit up here and just be all fake outraged about something that's staged.
Another thing that people are getting to me on about is that call I posted with him holding my money. That video was from when I left back in December. That video is not recent. Okay, let's get that. That video.
It don't matter. It don't matter how recent it was. You still admitted to quitting, right? And then you went back. Why you think people is drilling you? I'm doing the same fucking thing. So guess what? They ain't the only ones that think a certain way about that, because again, why would you quit but then go back to the very man that you're calling on the internet a predator. Good morning, Uncle L.
It's not recent. Another thing, this goes way back to, like Tamia said in her video, Coop. It's like everybody's reminding me of things that I should have took into initiative, whatever. Y'all gonna correct my grammar, I don't care. This goes back to Coop. When at first I was assaulted, actually harassed, whatever words y'all want to use, by Coop. I brought it to Sean, he didn't do anything about it, so I left the job. This was back in 2021, 2022. I used to come into work, this grown-ass man on the floor tying my shoes. As I said, it's 6 a.m. right now. I really just came out to the car to make this video, but later on in the morning, this video probably will be deleted, and I will calm down and react the way that I'm supposed to react. But if you do see this video, are y'all blinded or what? Like, but
no, but you sure using a lot of profanity though. I guess the Lord ain't working through you with this video then, huh? But it was all about the Lord. Yes, Jesus has opened my eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus, the Lord, and let me see the error of my ways, Lord, Father. But ain't nothing about the Lord you talking about right now. I'm talking about all you doing is using profanity, and getting yourself all worked up over something that you the one that put out on the internet. See, you type of people makes me sick. I'm telling you, you people make me sick. You sit up here and put the Lord is good. The Lord has showed me the error of my ways. 5 minutes later, they get to swing like a motherfucker, saying all type of curse words and shit. Lousy ass people.
But like everybody in the comment who are with me are saying, God sits high and sees low. No matter what he says, pay attention to everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, search up his name on Google.
From morning routines to weekend sidelines, when the temperature drops, bring the heat with Hot Hands, America's favorite warmer. Fast-acting, long-lasting warmth. Trusted coast to coast. Hot Hands, available everywhere you shop.
Bad data costing.
Look at his previous charges. Like, give it to God, give it to God, give it to God. I will see y'all later on this today, because I really do owe y'all more than I thought I did, because now this is on social media and the video is going crazy right now, and I'm glad. You know, I'm glad. But y'all are really getting to me with these comments. Like, y'all are very disgusting. Like, it's some scary people in this world. My name is Shania Chantel McNally, and I am the victim who came out about me being harassed by my boss at a Christian clothing brand called Perfect Purpose Clothing that is located in the Parks Mall of Arlington, Grapevine Mills, and Stonebriar in Frisco. First thing that I want to do is just thank everybody who supported me, who heard me, who understood me, who shared my story when I couldn't. On November 12th, I received a cease and desist letter, sorry if I'm not saying that right, from the alleged attorney of Sean Gilbert. First thing first, I just want to say, out of all the victims that came out, why am I the only one that received that letter, Sean? Another thing, why are you trying to push out this narrative that I'm lying and I'm only doing this for attention because I'm bringing out the person that you are? I'm spreading awareness. After seeking my own legal advice, literally, I'm understanding the tactics in this whole play thing. You know, at first I tried to be quiet. And see where would silence get me. But no, I can't. I was employed on and off with Perfect Purpose for about 5 years, since 2021 to be for sure. But anyways, I just want to dead this whole jealousy thing that people are saying I am towards the wife. Zandria started off as an employee. Okay, they met at work. She was a nurse and everything. She quit her job to get hired on at a Christian clothing brand. I never supported that. I don't know. I just feel like that ain't even none of my business to even speak on. But let's talk about Perfect Purpose. Anyways, I was there before Zandria. When I seen that Zandria and Sean were dating, I quit around that time because I thought that was very unprofessional, because she was 19 at the time. I was around 17, but it was like the principle. 19, Sean was, I don't even know. Sean is 29 now. I don't even know. I just found it all weird. I was there before. I was there way to the ex-wife. So for y'all to even say I'm jealous or anything, or I'm seeking attention, is crazy, because everybody that's saying that, I was there before. So anyways, that's cleared up. No, you start off as an employee. I have no reason to be jealous, or have no reason to be.
So then why quit? Can anybody tell me up in the chat, right, if I heard it correctly, why did you quit? Because he dated his now wife or former wife or whatever. What the fuck did that have to do with you? All for attention.
Doing this because I want your man. What? That's insane. I had to calm down. I spoke up about me being harassed because I seen a domestic violence video of him beating her while the newborn baby was in her hand. I was concerned. I tried.
Again, now that video was thrown out because it wasn't real. Just to let y'all know of what she's talking about.
To talk to her, tried to help her. She didn't even want the help. So I took it matter into my own hands to speak on my own personal situation and really show people his character. It's not okay. And especially for me to see another woman getting beat on by a man who harassed me. Oh no, baby. Like, I'm finna take this to Mars, Pluto, honestly, because no woman deserves that. I don't keep it. Even if you're weak and you don't feel like you should speak up, you do not deserve what's going on to you in private. But that's just clearing the whole jealousy thing. I have no jealousy in my heart towards anybody. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm doing this because people actually get harassed and don't even say anything. Not only that, this is by a boss. Anyways, me personally, I feel like since I'm 19, they don't think that I'm going to push this and take it more serious, but I am. And I do that in silence. I don't do that on social media. Talk to police. They said they cannot move along with my case until detectives hit me back, which... Anyways, I got a text from his employer, Angel, talking about they are at the mall management. Everybody's at the mall talking about me, saying that they know the games that I'm playing and I'm doing this for attention. Also, y'all really taking me as a joke. Y'all really think
you is a joke. I'm sorry. Now, listen to this logic right here. If this man was sexually harassing you at the job, think about the story that you're telling. You're saying to people, I quit because he was having a relationship with one of the employees, right? Why did that even concern you in the first place? For two, you come back to the very man that you're calling a predator. Do you or do you not understand that that doesn't look good on no level at all? Okay? I don't know what planet you're from, but to me, if you if it's alleged that he did sexually harass you for the number of years that you're saying, right? Then why go back to the very man that you are alleging, saying that he was sexually harassing you? Why go back to the job? Do you understand why people do not believe your story right here? And again, I'm not going to debate with you if he says some inappropriate things to you, right? I wasn't there. But my point is, why go back to the very man, the boss, that sexually harassed you allegedly on the job, but then you go back to him? Again, that's just not a good look at all, and it does make it seem like you're doing all this for some attention. Sorry to say that, but it just, that's how it looks to me too.
That y'all about to overcome something that was done in the dark that needs to actually come to the light. God sent me to do his job. Everything that he doing
Now we pray,
was in the Bible. And
Lord Father, Lord Jesus Christ. The Lord said, let there be light. Shine the light on it, Lord. Lord, please. Please, Lord. I seen the light. Lord, I see the light. Lord told me. He told me to what's in the dark will come to the light. Lord, Father, please. Now you want to be now you want to be the Christian, the best Christian of the world now.
Like, getting off topic. Anyways, back to the topic. Let's talk about Perfect Purpose Clothing. The pay is 20% commission. At first, it was $11 an hour when I first got hired on at 15. He changed it years later after someone stole from him. They stole $25K. It was from his best friend. They would work with him. It's just so much deeper than what y'all are thinking. And y'all just have to bear with me to give y'all time to show y'all that. This is crazy. I'm bringing up the pay just to say, if you work at that job, he's probably going to change it now because I'm speaking up. Let's say you go work 5 hours. You do not get paid in 5 hours unless you make a sale. Your pay is based off what money you give him, and you only getting 20% out of that. I understand that's how commission works, but let's really talk about it. The younger kids, of course, when I was younger, I'm thinking like, oh, that's not bad. Especially when I'm receiving like big checks and stuff at a young age. I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. I could dig this, But as I'm growing up, 20% commission on a job, and you mean to tell me if I come in and I don't make no sales for you, I don't get paid?
Yes. Your pay is a commission based. That means that you no longer work on no hourly, you work off a commission. So yeah, that's exactly how it goes. You don't make no sales, you don't get no money. That's how normally a commission-based type of employment is.
I'm saying all this to say and to expose the brand Perfect Purpose Clothing. Before last year, Sean only hired all women. He did not want to hire no males. He didn't start hiring men until last year when he got another location at Grapevine, and he hired a male to take over that location, but wanted females to still work. I don't know. It's a whole cycle. He moves in a formula thing, but I just have to clear my brain. I just really wanted to let y'all know I'm still here. Another video will be coming. I don't want to make this too long, but just stay tuned because I feel like the more people that are hearing me and are trying to understand me, that's what's going to help my story get put out more. So just bear with me and let me finish gathering everything that I can gather in the correct order so that I could give it to y'all in the original correct manner. But until then, please, I'm not saying stop supporting his brand, but just be aware because what's going on behind
you is shit. Young lady, do you understand that you is slandering the hell up out this man for no reason? That's why he had to send a cease and desist. Cease and desist. That means that if you continue to bring his name up, he can file charges. He can file civil charges against you, young lady. The evidence that you had on him, allegedly, you even said it out your own mouth. The police couldn't help you because it wasn't sufficient evidence enough to charge the man. I'm trying to really figure, now you're reaching. Now, those who's been listening to this video, haven't she said already that the police could not help her with the videos that she provided to the police because it wasn't sufficient evidence to go through to seek or prosecute that man? How do you think that you was able to get hit with a cease and desist letter to stop with all the slander of his name because he has a business? If the police didn't believe you and they did their investigation, because you know what the police looked at, young lady? You quit. And then you went back to the very man that you're calling a predator right now.
Closed doors is not okay, and I'm really actually concerned, but I can't be concerned about something that I can't control, so I just give it to God. But it's still just like,
give it to God.
I took my videos down because of person like court and things like that. I posted way too much evidence, but I'm still gonna spread the awareness of who is the original owner.
No, you took them videos down because you got hit with that cease and desist letter. Now, just be honest now. You took them videos down because that cease and desist letter trumps all that dumb shit you talking about. Okay? Let's not kid ourselves.
Perfect purpose. You know? Anyways.
All right, that's the end of that video. I just simply want to say, man, you know, the facts will come out, the truth will come out, and I'm pretty sure if everything goes in his favor, he will say something, and if everything goes in her favor, she will say something.
Well, that's the end of that right there. That was a roller coaster ride. Again, shout out to Carlos King for that content. I figured to bring that to the forefront, but I can see right now all through that situation right there. That young lady, her story don't add up. You quit because he sexually harassed you, but then you turn back around and goes back to the very man that you calling the predator and saying he doing this and doing that. You also contradict yourself in a lot of ways in that story. You said that the wife didn't want to help you, so now you're doing this all on your own when you just making yourself look bad. You're slandering a black man's name all because you felt the way about him dating another woman at the job, which in fact has nothing to do with you. And yes, one can perceive that you felt the way about that, and that's why you quit. But then where is the sexual harassment part at in all of that? See, again, your story just don't add up to me. And the biggest part of that whole story is you saying that you quit, but then you go back. And in my opinion, I just don't know a scenario where a woman that's sexually harassed at a job would want to even still go back to that very job, especially when it's coming from the owner of the company. But hey, again, everything is alleged. I can't say that you all the way lying because I really don't know the situation, but I'm not going to put that type of jacket on that man. Apparently, it seems like if he sent her a cease and desist letter that he has all his ducks in a row. So really, all the burden of what you're saying, it really falls on that young lady. But I believe where she went wrong at is trying to put social media in her business regarding that and acting like the public of opinion on social media was going to trump everything. That's just not how that works. And if people got common sense about what they hear, even with content that comes out, you can tell when it's a cap in the story or, or if it's really some real shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, this next story that we're going to go over, ladies and gentlemen, a 16-year-old young lady unalive her mom right in front of her grandma, excuse me. This story comes from Homicide Crime. This was dropped 19 hours ago. No, this is not my content of my own. Fair use allows me to do commentary and give my reaction to this particular story.
Her back. Tia loved her.
Let's go all the way back to the beginning.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words, friendly, cause they know I'm low. If she don't like me, that bitch gay, trust me, she wanna.
I'm trying to see how I can get your daddy to pick you up by tomorrow. Huh? I'm trying to see how I can get your I'm trying to see how I can get your daddy to pick you up by tomorrow. Hell, I'm trying to do hot girl shit.
When she heard yelling, she was screaming. And I hear boom, 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 boom.
This is Renia Moore, a 16-year-old competitive dancer from Galveston, Texas, who would be arrested and charged with murder after allegedly shooting her own mother multiple times on what should have been just another Thursday evening in September 2025. The grandmother, who was inside the home during the shooting, heard every single gunshot echo through the walls, heard her daughter's final screams, and would later struggle to comprehend how her own granddaughter, a child she helped raise, could commit such an unfathomable act. But before we dive into the chaos of that tragic evening, let me take you back to understand the complicated, turbulent relationship between a mother trying to save her daughter from herself and a teenager who seemed determined to destroy everything in her path.
Fuck your life! Bing bong! If you see these dogs in your front yard, just know upstairs I'm going hard.
Now, Tia Maya Moore wasn't always the woman lying lifeless on that porch. Born on July 17, 1991 in Lamarck, Texas, she had spent years battling her own demons, fighting through relationships marked by betrayal and infidelity, wrestling with substance abuse that threatened to consume her entire existence. But here's the thing that makes this story even more tragic. Tia Moya had turned her life around. In the months leading up to her death, she had found God, found sobriety, found purpose. She celebrated being alcohol-free and drug-free, posting her milestones on social media with the kind of pride that comes from clawing your way back from rock bottom. She was described by those who knew her as spiritual, generous, someone who would literally give you the shirt off their back. She had 5 children, and by all accounts from friends and family members, those kids were her entire world, her reason for breathing, her motive.
Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 5th.
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent
motivation to stay clean and build a better future.
The motherfucking shit in my life. My motherfucking stomach was.
Tia will give you the shirt literally off of her back. Tia loved her kids, would do anything for her kids. She was very spiritual, very into God, changed her life around for God.
The relationship between Tia Moya and her eldest daughter, Renia, sometimes called Naya or Nia, hadn't always been fractured and broken. In fact, photographs from earlier years show a bond filled with affection and love, with Tia Moya calling her daughter Nia Poo and my road dog firstborn daughter, posting sweet messages during times when Renia was in California, pursuing competitive dancing with her father's family. These were moments of genuine connection, glimpses of what could have been if circumstances had been different, if something hadn't shifted in the foundation of their relationship. But according to family accounts, everything changed when Renia turned 12 years old. That's when the rebellion started and defiance began to take root. This young girl decided she wanted to live an adult life that she wasn't emotionally, mentally, or legally prepared to navigate. Renia started getting tattoos as a minor. She began experimenting with substances. Her social media presence reflected someone trying desperately to appear older, more mature, more worldly than her 12, 13, 14, or 15 years could possibly justify. She had a history of running away from home. There was even a missing person report filed on June 29th, 2022.
Well, and my condolences to the family for the loss. Let me say that first and foremost. I'm gonna just say this. To me, I really don't see a scenario where it will work out in your favor when you try to be best friends with your kids. Now, it's one thing to have a good rapport, of course, with your kids and you know, have a good open communication, so to speak, with your kids, right? But when you on social media and you know, like, I get it. You know, you want to have fun with your kids and all that. I get all that part. But I mean, to me, it's just certain things, the perception of that just don't look good because you allow your kids too much latitude. You allow them around your lifestyle. You put these kids in your lifestyle, right? When these kids see their mom and their dad in certain type of light, you know, in their mind, they think that's the thing to do. They looking up to their mom or their dad, no matter if it's the mom that's in a certain type of lifestyle or the dad. So when you open up your lifestyle to your kids and you allow your kids to look at your lifestyle and see all of what you do, now y'all just heard she was on drugs, she was on alcohol. So in my mind, what make me think that this young lady thinks that the type of lifestyle that her mom allowed her to see her do, now she think it's cool to do it. Now, again, my condolences to the family. She most definitely didn't deserve to be unalive behind nothing. I don't give a fuck what the circumstances is. But let the video play.
Though she was found within 24 hours. One social media post attributed to the teenager stated, "My mama ain't never did nothing for me but gave me life." Family members described her as troubled, out of control, spiraling into behaviors that suggested significant mental health challenges that never properly addressed or treated. Some even speculated that she might be mentally unfit to stand trial, though that determination would ultimately rest with legal and psychiatric evaluations. Tia Moya, for her part, tried everything she knew how to do as a mother. She was strict, but fair, according to her other daughter who defended her mother publicly after the shooting. She took away phones as punishment, restricted access to the outside world when discipline was necessary. She didn't allow boyfriends to have access to her children's private spaces.
Whether you're a professional or just love getting hands-on with your home projects,
she was protective.
So, okay. But I guess your daughter was seeing your lifestyle and she figured like, no, forget all that, mama. You didn't already just showed me what I could do too, because you was doing it. So I just don't like putting that mental label, mental health thing on everything and everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Now, again, we don't know all the way the situation. We don't know what type of trauma that young lady really went through. Again, she still, in my opinion, mama didn't deserve to be unalive though. But again, we still don't know the trauma that she may have went through. But either way, it's that part would be unknown to any one of us though. So one could just assume on how their relationship was.
Perhaps overprotective in Renia's eyes, trying to keep her daughter from making the same mistakes she herself had made in her younger years. But to a teenager desperate for freedom, desperate to escape what she perceived as imprisonment, these boundaries felt like suffocation.
Mommy, but you aren't.
But I look 12. This ain't cute to be looking 12 at my age. That's the point.
And as we'll see, that suffocation would ultimately lead to an explosion of rage that nobody could have truly predicted. The evening of September 11th or 12th, 2025, started like countless other evenings in the Moore household, with tensions simmering just beneath the surface, with mother and daughter locked in their familiar battle of wills. According to some accounts, Tia Moya had grounded Renia, possibly over issues related to a boyfriend, though family members would later dispute some of the specific details surrounding what triggered the final confrontation. What we know for certain is this: at approximately 7:49 in the evening, neighbors in the 5100 block of Avenue Q began hearing raised voices, the sound of an argument escalating beyond the normal parameters of teenage defiance and parental authority.
When she heard yelling, she was screaming, and I hear boom, 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 boom.
Grisela Molina, a neighbor who lived directly across the street from the Moore family, was checking her mail when she heard Tia Moya screaming. And then came the gunshots. 5 shots in rapid succession, the sound reverberating through the neighborhood, shattering the peaceful evening, sending neighbors scrambling for cover, reaching for phones to call 911. Bullet holes would later be discovered not just in the Moore home's walls, but in neighboring houses as well. Now, here's where the family's account becomes particularly chilling and challenges some of the initial narratives that spread across social media. According to statements from Tia Moya's other daughter, who vigorously defended her mother's memory after the shooting, there was no physical fight between mother and daughter. Instead, the daughter stated that Tia Moya simply turned around and screamed when she saw Rania, presumably holding or pointing the gun that would end her life. Imagine the terror, the confusion, the desperate hope that this couldn't possibly be real, that her own child couldn't possibly be about to pull that trigger. Inside the home during these horrifying moments were Tia Moya's mother, the children's grandmother, an uncle, and a cousin. These family members heard everything. They heard the argument escalate and Tia Moya's body hit the porch. And the grandmother, who would later speak about her complete inability to comprehend how her granddaughter could commit such an act, was left to process the impossible reality that one of her grandchildren had just murdered her daughter while other grandchildren watched or listened or tried to hide from the nightmare unfolding in their home.
Tonight at 9, loved ones are speaking out after Galveston police say a mother was shot and killed, authorities say, by her daughter. Fox 26's Leslie Delaspore spoke with the family about how they're processing the pain.
After firing the shots, Rania fled the scene on foot, running away from the home from her mother's dying body. Galveston police arrived quickly, responding.
When you list on apartments.com, renters will start coming out of the woodwork.
Does it have a dishwasher?
Gifts for the outdoors and the outdoorsy. Eddie Bauer.
To the multiple.
Now, I will hope that this young woman did not throw her life away because her mother wouldn't allow her to have a boyfriend. And for 2, where's the father? Where is the daddy in all this right here? I have not heard not one thing about the father of the father at all. I have not. Where is the father?
911 calls from neighbors who had heard the gunshots and seen the chaos. They found Tia Moya on the porch, surrounded by shell casings and blood, clinging to whatever life remained in her body. Emergency medical services rushed her to the University of Texas Medical Branch emergency room, but their efforts were futile. Tia Moya Moore was pronounced dead. A firearm was recovered near the scene. But the most shocking development came as police were still processing the crime scene, still photographing bullet holes and collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Rania Moore returned to the home. She came back to the place where she had just committed murder, where police cars were parked and yellow crime scene tape was being strung and investigators were documenting her mother's blood. She was taken into custody without incident, without resistance, walking into handcuffs and into a future that would now be defined by this single night of violence. Rania Moore was charged with murder and detained at the Jerry J. Esmond Juvenile Justice Center, held without bond as prosecutors and defense attorneys began the complex process of determining how to handle a case where a 16-year-old stands accused of killing her own mother. As of November 2025, no major public updates on court proceedings have emerged, largely because juvenile cases are protected by different confidentiality standards than adult criminal proceedings. The public may never know the full details of what happens to Rania Moore unless prosecutors decide to try her as an adult, a decision that sparked intense debate across social media platforms where the case gained viral attention.
She's not only heartbroken, but confused.
The last couple of days, I've been feeling like I'm losing my mind. I was questioning, like, why? Why would you do this to your own mama? I just can't believe.
But while the legal system slowly ground forward, the Tiamaya family found themselves fighting a different battle entirely, a battle against misinformation, lies, and character assassination that exploded on TikTok and other social media platforms in the days following the shooting. You see, as news of the murder spread, some users on social media began posting videos suggesting that Tiamoya Moore had been an abusive mother, that she had driven her daughter to violence through her parenting, that Rania had acted in self-defense or in response to years of
Wow, look at the narratives getting spent now.
trauma inflicted by her mother. These narratives gained traction, accumulating thousands of views and shares and comments from people who had never met the Moore family but felt qualified to judge Tiamoya's parenting from behind their screens. This is where Tiamoya's other daughter, 13-year-old Kiki, stepped forward to defend her mother's memory, posting detailed statements that pushed back against the abuse allegations and provided context that the viral videos conveniently omitted. In these posts, Kiki stated clearly, "My mother never abused us. My sister lied." She explained that Tiamoya's discipline was reasonable and appropriate, taking away phones, restricting outside privileges, setting boundaries that any responsible parent might establish when dealing with a rebellious teenager. She emphasized that her mother punished Rania by taking her phone and not allowing her to go outside, standard teenage consequences that hardly constitute abuse.
When it came time to take things to the next level, I knew that I had to make a website, and Wix was perfect.
Let me be totally clear. I'm not here to assume anything about the mother and any type of accusations that's made towards the her at this point, because at the end, it's no excuse for that young lady to sit up here and unalive her own mother. I don't see a scenario where any child would sit up here and unalive their parents. Now, it may be, yes, can it be some exceptions if they feel like their life is in danger and they have to defend themselves? Possibly. But otherwise, it's just no, to me, valid reason for you to unalive your own mother, period. And yes, maybe something is mentally off about this young lady, this young girl, right? Maybe. Again, I don't know. But she is looking at some serious charges. Hopefully, well, we won't know, like they said, because this is a minor. So I understand that they have to seal the proceedings because certain things can't come out. But at this point, I feel like this young lady has still thrown her life away, and really she at the mercy of the courts. Now at this point, if they do want to decide to go push forward and charge her as an adult for this horrendous crime that she committed allegedly against her own mama.
Kiki's posts revealed the true nature of what had been happening in the Moore household in the years leading up to the murder. She stated that Rania wanted to be grown and started trying to live her own life at the ripe age of 12, attempting to engage in adult activities and relationships that she was nowhere near ready to handle. Tiamaya had protected her daughter from herself, from predators, from bad decisions that could derail her entire future. But in Rania's eyes, this protection was oppression. This love was control. And that festering resentment, that anger at boundaries and consequences had ultimately culminated in murder.
Kiki also clarified that the shooting had nothing to do with any romantic relationship, stating, "This is my mother and my sister, and it does not have anything to do with the dude." This contradicted early reports and speculation that the argument had been about Rania being grounded over a boyfriend. The reality, according to the family who lived through it, was both simpler and more complicated. A mother trying desperately to parent a teenager who refused to be parented, who saw any attempt at guidance as an attack on her autonomy, who ultimately responded to consequences with the most extreme violence imaginable. Adding to the confusion in the immediate...
This, and I've said this before, this is why I do not believe that teenagers need to be on social media until they're 18 years old. This is right here the main reason why I say that teenagers should not have a social media presence until they is 18 years of age, in my opinion. This social media is really doing a number on these young people. I'm telling y'all, in my opinion.
Aftermath of the shooting was a case of mistaken identity that spread like wildfire across TikTok. Early posts confused 13-year-old Kiki with 16-year-old Rania, with some users sharing family photos and videos of the younger sister while claiming she was the one who had killed Tiamoya. This mistake was particularly cruel because Kiki had a public presence on social media through videos with her mother, making her image readily available and easily misidentified. Pages eventually featured corrections stating, it was not her 13-year-old daughter Kiki, her daughter Rania did it. But the damage had been done. Kiki, already processing the loss of her mother and the incarceration of her
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent
sister, now had to deal with being falsely accused of matricide across social media platforms.
Troubled than a child is troubled. You can only help them so much. I was so mad at first, but as I got to talking to people and actually just thinking about what might have really happened, or mental health is real.
Alicia Gissinger, described as a childhood friend and cousin-like figure to the family, spoke publicly about Tiamoya's character and the family's grief. She reinforced what others had said about Tiamoya being generous, spiritual, and devoted to her children. She acknowledged the complexity of the situation, noting that mental health challenges are real, and that troubled teenagers sometimes reach breaking points despite their family's best efforts to help them. This compassionate framing stood in stark contrast to the judgmental comments flooding social media, where armchair psychologists and parenting experts with no connection to the case felt entitled to diagnose what went wrong and assign blame.
That part right there I would never do. We don't know the ins and outs about this situation. It's just a very unfortunate thing that the 16-year-old girl gets unhinged and unalive her mom right there in front of her grandma. Again, I don't know how they're going to go with the case, if they're going to charge her as an adult. But either way, she has thrown her life away. And I don't know if she know the gravity of the situation of what she did. Who knows? But what I haven't heard throughout this whole video, and it's almost about to be over with and we can move on to the next. I haven't heard anything about the father. It's really a sad story. And again, I'm not here to sit up here and try to dig in and be no psychiatrist. And I'm not doing none of that because we really don't know. But what we do know is that was very unsettling for this young girl to unalive her mom. Do we all the way know the rhyme or reason of why she did what she did? No. Could one assume because, yes, it's all on social media? Yeah, you have a right to assume and give your opinion about it. But, like, I'm not willing to sit up here and blame and just point blame at the mama that this and that, even though maybe mama did have a part in why she was the way she was pertaining to her lifestyle that she had before she turned her life over to the Lord. Now, do I understand all that part of it too? Yes. But I ain't no psychiatrist and I ain't going to sit up here and act like I'm one. But shout out to Homicide Crime for that content right there. All right. And I'm going to take a quick commercial break, but I'll be right on back. Shout out to the meal ticket for public figure killer.
I'm the public figure killer, nigga. Shot-town coming to ATL, bitch ass nigga.
Motherfucker, I want my money back.
The fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all ain't got nothing to do with this. If I'm in my feelings, I'm in my motherfucking feelings.
Who did you give those 4 pairs of shoes to? Yeah, any one of you bitches come on my motherfucking YouTube page and start that bullshit with me. I'm telling you, I'm telling. Leave me the fuck alone with all that negative shit.
Yeah, I'm on camera telling you I'm gonna take your punk ass down. I'm gonna see you soon. And I mean every motherfucking word I say. You not gonna do me in any type of way, motherfucker. Shot-town coming to ATL, bitch ass nigga.
Who in the fuck did you give them 4 pairs of shoes that I spent my hard-earned money on to support what you had going on in Brunswick, sir? And if you can't tell me where the fuck you gave them shoes from, sir, I want my money back, bitch. Yeah, I want my money back. I spent $232 for 4 pairs of shoes, motherfucker. I spent $232 for 4 pairs of shoes, motherfucker. I didn't give it to you. I gave it for the kids. I gave it for the kids. So where's my money at, motherfucker? Or who did you get them shoes to? That's the fuck I want to know. You call me a crackhead, you call me whatever, you call me a snake, you call me whatever. Ain't no motherfucker, no snake that will ride 15 motherfucking hours to Brunswick from Chicago to come support and bring you some motherfucking shoes for kids that don't have. So I want to know, where the fuck did you get them 4 pairs of shoes from, motherfucker? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Who did you get them 4 pairs of shoes from? And sir, if you can't show me where the fuck you gave them shoes from, motherfucker, I want my money back. Motherfucker, I want my money back. Cause you a fraud. You think this a motherfucking game? I'm a real nigga. In the hood, motherfucker. You wanna play this game with me? I swear you don't want to play this game with me, Kwame. I know too many motherfuckers that will bring you down, bro. She fucking dead. I'm capping like a motherfucker. But I bet you, Kwame Brand is the biggest cap. Who the fuck did you give them 4 pairs of shoes from that I gave to you, sir? That I drove out my way to support, sir? I want to know. Can you answer that? Since you don't want me on your lives and you don't have nothing to say to me, well, answer that motherfucking question, my nigga. Where the fuck, who did you give those 4 pairs of shoes to? Yeah. That's what I want to know.
That again, that shoe drive was a sham because I didn't see nothing. I saw a picture of you probably had did that several days ago and staged it.
Trolling bitches. I see it's a lot of stage situations that be going on the internet, right? And over the course of time of me doing this, I have learned to not jump out the window on a lot of situations. Now, some, yeah, it'd be warranted for you to jump out the window, but then there's some, you got to really reserve your opinion and not go off of emotions, because if you try to go off emotions with this shit, to me, in my opinion, you will lose. You have to keep a level head about certain things. Yes, things can appear to be way more, right? But sometimes it don't. So I have to really use discernment when I actually do my reaction, whether if it's a body cam footage. Now, I be joking with it most of the time, but if it's some serious shit, I'm going to point it out and I'm going to give my opinion and then I'm going to move on, right? Now, again, I do body cam footage on all nationalities. It don't matter who it is. I don't specifically like narrow it down to just black people, right? If it's Chinese people and you doing some silly shit, I'm going to call it out. If you a Mexican person, I'm going to call it out. If you a white person, I'm going to call it out. If you a black person, I'm going to call it out. And I'm going to keep the same energy all the way around the board, right? And I think a lot of us, sometimes we fall in love with what would get us paid as content creators, right? And know this, if what you do works for you as far as to narrow it down, that's on you, right? I choose to keep the same energy all the way around the board with everybody. Fuck all that just narrowing it down to black folks. Well, black folks, y'all some ignorant niggas and y'all do the most. No, I could say it's some ignorant ass white people that do the most. I can say it's some ignorant Chinese people that do the most, or Mexican people that do the most. I believe it's equal opportunity to call everybody out, right? And I feel like when I do it that way, then can't nobody sit up here and question me and say, oh, well, Johnny Blades, you only sticking with black people. You talk about black people all the time. You don't talk about the white folks. You don't talk about no other nationality unless it's the black folks. No, I call everybody out. That's keeping it down the middle, in my opinion. Fuck just calling out black folks. We already know we got some fucked up people in our own culture. We know that. But don't get it confused. I believe, and I know for a fact because I see it all the time on the internet, all cultures on this motherfucker is fucked up. So let's not never get that part confused. That's not no opinion. That is a fact. Shit. All of them, bro. All of them, EV. All of it. And again, I get it when content creators stick to just one thing or whatever the case may be. I get all that. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't sit up and call all of the shit on out, right? You got white people on here right now that try to play in your damn face, acting like they so down with the black people. All alone, they really think less of you. Now, some don't mind them playing in their face or whatever the case may be, but I'm just not going to allow you to play in my face. If you don't like me because of my color, the color of my skin, cool. I don't know you anyway to give a fuck. So bye-bye. So that means that you should never be over here then if you don't like me of the color of my skin or you don't like my tone. All of that. Cool. I can't please everybody in the world, ladies and gentlemen. I can't please all white people. I can't please all Mexican people. I can't please all Chinese people. Fuck them. If they don't like me, fuck them. Bye-bye. It's really that simple to me. It's really that simple to me because I know in life, everybody ain't gonna like me. Everybody in life ain't gonna so-called be my friend. I know that. I know that. So I don't sit up here and live in no illusion about nothing with people. And guess what? That can be reciprocated right back. And guess what? It's on the individual case with me. I don't sit up here and peg one white person and make it all white people is the same way. No, it's on the individual case on how you treat me as an individual. Your character is what I look at. That's from anybody. I don't care if you're black, white, Chinese, Mexican. I don't care about your nationality. If you treat me with respect, you get it back. Right? I'm the type of individual, I don't give a fuck about your religion or what you believe, your politics, as long as you treat me with respect. That's all I give a fuck about. All that extracurricular shit, miss me with it, because I don't care. It's all about the character in the person, and if that person shows you respect. I could give a fuck about what you believe. That's not my concern. What I believe is what I believe, and what you believe is what you believe. Can you coexist with an individual that don't believe? Yes. Because no matter what they say about what you believe, it don't matter at the end of the day. Because if your belief that's strong, then you don't allow nothing, and I do mean nothing, to deter you on what you believe. You stand on it all the way. And that's how I am. I stand on it. I don't sit up here and flinch at the time when, I'm a lower my standards of what I believe for some content. That can never happen, ladies and gentlemen. And when I do something like that, then in my opinion, it's time to get the fuck up off of YouTube and stop doing content. If I get that desperate that I have to lower my standards of what I believe just for some content, then I don't need to be doing this, because I stand alone on what I believe. I can't worry about what everybody else believes. That is your preference. That is your right. I worry about what I believe. Now, let me stop rambling. Let me get to the Charleston White tells the police that this is the police interview footage from the barbershop incident involving Charleston White. Fair use. This is for me to give my commentary on this particular story with Charleston White's incident involving the barbershop. All right.
Is that the same place?
In the same building, yeah. My wife is upstairs at the same building. I didn't know it. I had no idea she was up there from work, because we were parked on two different sides of the building.
Were you in the parking lot?
We was on two different sides of the building. So I parked on the west side of the building. She's parked on the east side of the building. So there's no way for me to see it by me coming off the highway and pulling in.
Okay. So let me ask you this real quick. Okay. So Trey was holding the Spencer bag.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then you grabbed the stick, right?
Yes, sir.
Then what happened after that?
I couldn't really make out what he was saying because I was trying to watch from taking any blows. He flinched a couple times. Trey acted like he was holding him. My brother tried to leave out the door. He turned around, pushed my brother down, and said something to my brother. My brother threw his hands up, sat in the chair. Then my wife. My brother's name is Kevin White.
Kevin White. And what is his phone number?
Hold on, let me get my phone.
Kevin as in common spelling, right? Kevin?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hold on now. Phone number is 817.
Okay.
495.
Okay.
7875.
Okay. So, let me ask you this. So, Trey was supposedly holding Spencer back. You were at the closet with the broomstick, and your brother Kevin was running out the door.
He was trying to get out the door. Yeah.
Okay. Was he getting a haircut too?
He works up there. He was working. He's part owner of the barbershop. Trey had off. I don't know if
he didn't see Trey Spencer come in and knock you over the head.
I don't know. I was asleep. I don't know what was going on. And see, that was my thing. How did y'all let him get up on me while I was asleep? I'm asleep.
Okay.
How he get up on me while I'm asleep?
Okay, so that's how I'm asking these questions. Okay, so now here's the next thing I'm asking you. So then your brother runs out, and I guess
see, my brother, see, the place is so small. He's not running out. He's trying to ease out. Spencer prevents him from leaving. Tell him, where you going? Sit your bitch ass down.
Okay, so then you.
My brother throw his hands up. I never get to run out. Spencer, he prevents us from leaving. He won't let us leave.
Okay, but it says on here that you ran out to your car to get.
No. You won't let me finish the entire story. So before I can run out, eventually I ran out after they left.
After who left?
So after Kevin Spencer and them left.
After Spencer left, but Trey was still in the shop because he's working at the
But you won't let me tell the whole story about when my wife came in and got in the middle, and that's when he left. See, there was a big commotion after he hit me, right? So when he hit me, he just didn't leave. He stayed there talking. My brother tried to ease out, not run out because the place is too small to run to make any kind of movement.
Okay.
And he got another guy with him as well with the gun called Man. Man got a gun. So my brother tried to ease out the door. He can never. Spencer, before he get to the door, Spencer say, "Where you going?" He prevent him from leaving. Say, "Sit your bitch ass down." My brother throw his hands up in the air.
Okay.
And sit down.
All right.
So the people upstairs is now starting to come down because there are other businesses in this building. It's not just a barbershop. There's barbershops, beauty shops, counters. So there's other businesses in this building. So as the commotion come down, the people start to come downstairs and look into the barbershop. My wife enter into the building. My wife come into the building. I really can't recognize her because I'm still kind of dazed. She come in and say, "Oh, that's my husband," and get in the middle.
From morning routines to weekend sidelines, when the temperature drops, bring the heat with Hot Hands, America's favorite warmer. Fast-acting, long-lasting warmth. Trusted coast to coast. Hot Hands, available everywhere you shop.
Boy, I tell you what, Charleston White is a hellified storyteller. Okay? Even to the police, we have seen proof that Charleston White loves to tell a hellified story to the goddamn police.
Then that's when Spencer decides to leave. When he leave and go out, I don't know where he's going. So I run to the car and get my gun, ask where he was. They told me he was in the bathroom.
Inside the building in the bathroom.
Inside the building in the bathroom. So when I go inside the building, I noticed that it was dark in the bathroom. So I never go in the bathroom. When I look out the east of the building, I see the truck leaving. So I go out to get the license plate number. When I go out to get the license plate number, the little guy, Man, open the car door up and points the gun at me. I duck down and run on the side of the car.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this question. So why did you not get in your car and take off and instead grab your gun and go back inside the building?
You said, why didn't I get in my car and take off?
Mm-hmm. Since you already got to your car and you got the gun.
Because I didn't know if they were coming back or not with a gun. I don't know what.
Charleston White, you know that still don't make sense. If you got to your car to be able to get to the gun, why not just take off, then call the police to let them know that you was assaulted at the barbershop? That still don't make no sense now, Charleston White.
What's going on? They told me he was still in the building.
Correct, but you are.
I didn't know I was already outside the building, but I'm still injured and hurt. Where I'm gonna go to? Where I'm gonna jump in and drive to?
You can go somewhere else besides where somebody else tried to shoot you.
I'm hurt. I can't think straight.
Wait, but you're going back to the very place where you was assaulted at. So you still had a presence of mind to go to the car, Charleston White, and go get a gun, to go back to retaliate. That is the part that's baffling me. Come on, Charleston White, bro. Ain't nobody stupid now, bro. Come on now.
This danger moving fast and quickly and swiftly. I can't think I'm in danger. I'm hurt. This guy's a killer. I ain't thinking to go no and leave my wife, leave my brother that's defenseless and harmed.
So, again, that was towards you, though, Charleston White. What, now you bringing your wife and your brother in play? Boy, you coming up, boy, you got more excuses than a pregnant woman. What's going on, Iceberg? Salute, man. Boy, Charleston White ain't making no sense with this story to me, man.
Come on, man.
I'm asking you questions that if this goes to court,
I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking. What, I'm going to leave my wife and my brother with a guy that got gun? Leave?
Okay, so you weren't looking... So you weren't afraid, whereas your life is in danger, you go back in.
Well, I was very afraid.
That's what I'm asking. So if you were afraid, why you come back in with your gun?
Well, most people who are afraid aren't logically thinking.
They usually run away.
Right, officer. A person that is afraid will usually run away. I totally agree with that. So, Charleston White, what the fuck is you talking about? If you said that you weren't even thinking straight, then how all of a sudden now you was thinking about your wife, you was thinking about your brother? To me, self-preservation kicks in. That wasn't towards your wife or your brother. That incident happened with you. I don't get it.
People in fear. I don't have the training that you have, sir. I don't have the training that you have.
That's what I'm saying. Because usually, if that's the case, then
I don't know what usually happens when you're afraid or in fear of your life and your wife and your brother is still left behind. I don't know.
You usually run away. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. You run away if you're scared. Self-preservation kicks in, Charleston White. It's not like you couldn't have called your wife. If you had your phone with you, you could have easily called your wife to make sure to let her know what was going on, and your brother was there. You already stated it. So how all of a sudden you going to your car to go get the gun to go back, but you's afraid because you got assaulted? One can't think that you would have just got away. But for you to go into your car, go get the gun to go back, that's showing that you was trying to retaliate off the assault that you received up in the barbershop, sir. You're not being honest, because if you saying that your wife was upstairs and it's a suite, she's upstairs getting her hair done, your brother is the co-owner of the shop. The assault happened to you. It didn't happen to your wife or your brother. It happened to you. So at that point, why would the police assume that your wife and your brother was in danger? It was just you in danger. Come on, bro.
I'm not gonna run away and leave my wife. You might run away and leave yours, but I ain't running away and leaving mine.
Well, that's usually what people do when they're afraid and not thinking
I'm telling you, I'm not gonna run away and leave my wife in no situation of fear.
Okay, all right. So I'm asking you these questions because.
And the police don't believe you, Charleston White. Look, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Charleston White from the very beginning said that his wife was in the building where they had suites. I understand what he's saying because there's other businesses up in suites. It's probably up in a little, in a high-rise building, right? So if you're stating that your wife is upstairs getting her hair done at the beauty salon, you're in the barbershop with your brother that part owns the barbershop, right? But the assault happened to you. Why would the police think that your wife and your brother was at danger when you was the one that got assaulted, Charleston White? You filibustering at this point to give the police an excuse on why you went back to the car for your gun so you can go back to retaliate on what happened to you in the barbershop, sir. That is common sense right there to me.
It needs to be asked. So
I understand. I'm not upset with you. I'm just saying adamantly that I'm in no situation am I going to run away and leave my wife, my children, or my mother in no situation, fear or nothing. And I hope that's every man's stance.
Okay.
That's the wrong stance, though, Charleston White, because, again, your wife didn't have nothing to do with you being assaulted, sir. You're making excuses at this point, sir, because you was the one that was assaulted, not your wife and not your brother. So why are you bringing this into play is beyond me.
All right. So then you went back outside and you saw the truck driving off, and you say man was in the passenger side with the gun pointed out towards you.
Yes, sir.
And then, so when you saw that, you ducked behind your car.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do you know if there's cameras inside that barbershop?
Well, they said from what I was told that they told the officers that came over later that they don't work. That the Wi-Fi or something wasn't hooked up.
Oh, how convenient that the video, that the cameras don't work up in there. How convenient, Charleston White.
The lady, Miss Rolanda, I forgot who I talked to on the phone, who my wife handed the phone, but she said no, the cameras didn't work.
Okay.
I've never really been up there. So Trey have cut my hair in the past, but it's normal. He normally does mobile, where he has a mobile barber truck. So I don't go to barber shops and sit. So I don't know much about that building. I don't know who works there. I just know it was concerning for me, for one, my brother be cutting hair up there, and then for one, my brother just didn't need to be up there. So.
Okay. All right. Well, so if I'm able to get everything together, would you be able to do a photo lineup for me to identify?
And let me give you my wife's number because she was a witness as well. Because she was the one that made the initial 911 call.
Okay. What's her number?
No, you're good. What's your date of birth?
Hold on, Mr. Warner.
The phone number you called from, the 817-727-0706.
682.
Okay.
433.
433.
87.
Okay.
66.
What's her name?
Sean Worthy White.
SHAUN.
SHAWN.
SAAWN. Sean White. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll probably give her a call and your brother a call, and then I'll probably go up there and talk to Trey and see what's going on. And once I get everything done, and if
we called back that day to add another report to the report number. They had already went up there and started talking and intimidating witnesses, man. So I had called in and left a message to add that to the report number as well. So I got a call from my wife saying that they had some ladies that went up there and intimidated her hairdresser, which was a lady by the name of Miss Abs. So my wife can tell you the whole story when you talk to her.
Okay. All right. I'll do it then, and just keep your phone handy.
Okay. So here's the thing. So I fly out in the morning. I go shoot a movie in Arizona. So I'll be gone from tomorrow I'll be back on the 14th. From the 14th, I come back. I stay a day. I fly to Atlanta to do Cam Newton's pop.
That part right there, Iceberg. Notice they are asking him direct questions, and he is answering with diverting to other stuff. That's my whole point, though. It has nothing to do with, again, Iceberg, I'm comprehending exactly what's going on. Charleston White is trying to make an excuse on why he ran back to the car to get his pistol to retaliate on the assault that he had went through in the barbershop. So he's using the cover story to say, I didn't want to leave my wife and I didn't want to leave my brother, when in fact, your wife was not in imminent danger, nor your brother was in imminent danger. It was you. It was you. If all you got to do is just sit back and listen. And I've been sitting back listening to this shit. And Charleston White, again, if I was a slow, dumb son of a bitch that can't pay attention to what a person actually is saying and how you trying to phrase it, you're not really taking accountability for your action of going to the car to go and get your gun to retaliate for the assault that you had in the barbershop. Instead, you're trying to use the excuse, well, I didn't want to leave my wife and my brother because I felt that they was in danger too. No, sir. You went back to that car for that gun for you, bro. He takes no accountability for his own actions, and he try to use a cover story.
Podcast on the 16th, and then I'll be back on the 17th or 18th.
What is your phone number that you just called me at?
817-420-3072, and then
this is the incident, SSB. This is the incident on when Charleston White was assaulted at the barbershop. We is going over the audio of his interview with the police with that situation right now, just to keep you apprised.
Let me give you my other one as well.
Okay.
214.
Okay.
944.
Okay.
0009.
Yeah, that's the one I've been calling, and I left several messages on that one.
Yeah. That's my booking number. So I hate they gave you that, but that's the booking phone number too. So so call this directly. You'll get me directly on this one.
The 3072 number.
Yes, sir. 420-3072. Yes, sir.
All right. Let me do my stuff, and then I'll give you a holler back.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. You have a great one.
Oh, you too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, right there. I'm gonna be right back. I want to show you a picture of somebody real quick, okay? All right, Mr. Spencer. Is this me, man? Yeah. The number you gave me for me to call him doesn't work. And I tried to look him up to call him to find out his side of the story, but I can't get hold of him. So I need to get hold of him. You have a good number. I'm gonna go back to that. So I gave you the number I had. Yeah, but the number I dialed is no longer in service. Nobody. Yeah. They want to. I'll go by the number. Let me write it down real quick again. 817-521-4150. Yeah, I think that's the one. All right. Okay. So I got the front part of the story correct. Okay.
You know why? Because people fall so in love with Charleston White and his stories. But not me. I don't fall for anything that Charleston White says. Now, do I believe certain things that he say? Yes, but not everything, because I know Charleston White is full of shit. And you can tell even with this police interview of the situation at the barbershop that Charleston White do not want to take accountability for his own actions in this whole situation. It really is, because then when these shock jocks get into trouble, they thinking that the shit that they say on the internet gonna be able to translate over to the police. The police is trained for the bullshit. So you can't bullshit the police at all. Nobody up in this chat is gonna tell me, right? I could sit up here and say that my wife was in the same suite as me, but upstairs, getting her hair done. I can sit up here and say that my brother is the co-owner of the shop that I went to, that I don't even get haircuts at the shop, but because they asked me to, he went on to get his hair cut any damn way. So right then and there, you can poke holes into all of that, because then if you don't get haircuts at a public barbershop and you have your barber come to you, or he's mobile, then why allow yourself to be open like that to get fucked up? You got assaulted, not your wife and not your brother. You went back to the car to go grab your gun to go back. And it wasn't because you was trying to save your wife and your brother. You was going to retaliate because of the assault that you received in the barbershop. But you trying to make it sound so good to the damn police is ridiculous.
You know there's a video out, right? Oh, I know it's right after that. And I saw you reach out to talk to you. That's right. Yeah. And you just blew him off and you just punched him. And you see in your hand, there was nothing, no gun, no nothing on there, okay? So it's just pretty much, it's just assault, okay? Assault BI, misdemeanor B or misdemeanor A or something like that, okay? So then y'all got into an argument, okay? And you were still trying to.
Because SSB, it's all a facade. It's all to make himself look like a certain type of character. That what he does on the internet is to try to help these young people. It don't help them. It hurts them. What you're doing on the internet ain't for the benefit of no kid. Charleston White is a fucking joke. Charleston White is putting on the internet. He is a character. That's it. That's all. That part in itself, I most definitely believe. But all this, he doing what he doing, saying what he's saying, all this shock jock shit, man, you can miss me with all that shit. You just doing what you know that'll put you on the internet for likes, views, and monetary gain, because you felt slighted, because you even said it yourself. Oh, I did it the right way and nobody paid attention to me. So now you do it the other way and sell your soul. You feel what I'm saying? Where's your morals at? All this you talk about, you to change laws in Texas and all this and that. Man, So now all of a sudden now you want to get on the internet and now you want to be a CI for the police, for anybody that's doing some old outrageous shit on the internet. Now you subjected yourself to all of that. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here with all that shit. Don't nobody, again, I know exactly what the fuck Charleston White is doing. I don't fall for the shit. Some of it be funny, but then just some shit, he just be too over the top because he's looking for attention, just like everybody else that hit that damn live button.
Get in there trying to get Charleston. And Trey's blocking you off. And then his brother was there, Charleston's brother, Kevin, right? And what was he doing at that time?
He walked up to me and I pushed him.
Okay.
He walked up to me and I pushed him. Nobody never me traded. Excuse me. Nobody never me traded in Charleston. 3 people when I walked in.
Okay. When did Man come in?
Man, I passed Man. He was there at Freddie's shop. I passed Man. I was like, Trey up there? He was like, yeah, I walked up there. And Trey, and Man and Freddie came up after I came up. You know what I'm saying? But when I walked in straight in. They was already at Freddie's when I came in.
Yeah, because after you punch.
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $40.
Charleston, and y'all still arguing at each other and stuff. And Charleston got the broom and tried, well, first he got the water bottle, and then he got the broom, and then Trey was still holding you back. And then somewhere, Charleston's brother, Kevin, was pushed into the seat, and he was just sitting down there.
Yeah, I pushed.
Okay.
I pushed him. I don't know if I pushed him to see. I don't know if I pushed him to see the Trey pushing the seat. But Trey was like, come on. And Trey was like, coming.
I think Trey pushed him to see that. Trey just got to stay there, don't move.
Yeah.
Then Man came in.
Man was at the door. When it all started settling down, his wife come down because his wife wasn't in there. He was out.
So Man came in first, I think, and then his wife came in.
I can't be certain. I can't tell you. I can't tell you and be telling you the truth. Because
So his wife.
Man was there before his wife.
Yeah. Okay. And then his wife stood between you and him.
His wife went not stood between him. She went and jumped in front of Charles.
Yeah.
And it was like it was business. It was like a lot of business.
And
I never even knew that was his wife.
Yeah, and to keep you, tell you to stop and tell him, she told him to stop, tell you to stop. Okay. So then y'all walked out.
Yeah, I left.
Man leave with you?
I know Man was at the door when I got there. When I left out, hollering, talking crazy. And then Man was following me out.
So you left out on the west side, towards where Freddy's shop.
Yes.
Out the door that way. Did Man get into your truck and leave with you?
Man left with me. Yes.
So when you took off, what happened? This is the part I'm trying to figure out.
When I took off, I looked back because at first he said, "Yeah, I'm coming down there." And then go get whatever you want to get. Come on,
Who said that?
Charles. That's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna get you.
What? When y'all walking out?
When I'm leaving out. When I'm leaving out. Charles was leaving out, going back up the other way.
Well, y'all walked out first.
I walked out way before.
Yeah,
and then I get almost to the door.
Yeah,
and then he walked out. That's all right. That's all right.
So he went out to the east side where
he went out to his truck and got his thing done.
Okay.
Got that thing done.
Did you see it?
Did I see the thing? I seen him point. I can't say what he was pointing, but I.
What do you mean you see him pointing? Where was
I'm in the truck. I'm in the truck.
Okay.
I'm in the truck when he come out. It's like we running out the truck.
Cause he came out.
He went out here, got whatever he got, ran back to the barbershop.
Okay.
To the west side, running by Freddy's shop. Came out right there. Parking lot. I'm leaving out the parking lot, leaving in my truck.
Okay.
He run out and do this.
Okay.
So I slow down. I said, I ain't got a gun.
Did you have a gun?
No, I ain't never.
In the truck?
No.
What about Man?
I ain't never seen Man no gun. Anybody have a gun but Charles?
Because.
Oh, but didn't Charleston White say that Man pointed the gun at him and he ducked behind the car? Well, see, now we got two conflicting stories right here, ladies and gentlemen.
According to Charleston, somebody in the truck pointed a gun at him.
That's lying. What did you want to get a gun for? Let me tell you this, Mr. Warren. I'll play it to the side. If I got a gun on you, point a gun at you, man, you gonna go run and go get a gun and turn around and come back and go?
I understand that part.
Come on, man.
Right. That part right there, it did make sense. If somebody, if he had a gun to Charleston White and he was able to get away, even if you got a gun up in your car, why run back to the danger? You should have just called the police right then and there. That doesn't make any sense, Charleston White. And even my man is making sense on what he's saying.
Because you already left.
Didn't nobody have no gun. You wasn't in danger, man. He was showing out. He was showing out and he was embarrassed. The man didn't have no gun at the time. Didn't nobody have no gun that day but Charles. And he kept doing all like he cocking it and all that, man. And the man pointed the gun and everything. That's when I took back out. So I slowed down. I was gonna go back and get it. When I slowed down, I was gonna go back and get it, but I think
you gonna like hit him again?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you took off, it was straight out to the street, right?
I backed up.
Okay.
Come out, and I made a right.
Okay. And then
I can't tell it coming out the thing with the gun. I'm like, I can't come out. I didn't know it was a gun at first.
Okay.
I can't come out. So I slowed down. Like, oh, this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna stop and hit me?
Yeah. No, I was gonna probably do more than hit it that time.
Okay.
I'll probably put my feet on him and everything that time.
Okay.
Take his shoes.
So you slow down and you were gonna stop.
And I think at the third time he started like pointing the gun at me. I'm like, this ain't got a gun.
And you say you racked it?
No, I just seen him like this. I can't say he racked because I ain't heard it. You know,
Okay.
He be racking.
Okay. But he definitely didn't want to get at you.
Ain't no that. He wanted that in my truck.
Okay. So I need to talk to Main Man to see what he see, his side of the story.
I understand.
Okay. Because I have spoken to everybody so far except for him.
Okay.
And I can't get hold of him.
And okay, let me ask you this. Now you gotta talk to everybody in this case. Man, you know I ain't got no. You can look at that man's face and tell that man wasn't hitting no pistol.
Oh, I know that, yeah. But if I didn't talk to you.
Hey, Mrs. Baker, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Boy, Charleston White, boy, your lies is being exposed all throughout this shit right here. You lied to the police and said you got hit in the head with a gun when even the officer that's talking to this man right now is even saying, yes, they could tell that you was not hit with no damn gun. You do know that falsifying a report for the police, you know that you could get charged even with that then, right, Charleston White? You's an all the way clown, bro.
I'm gonna have to go by the story.
Why I have to reach out for you? Why you didn't reach out?
I did.
How?
Gifts for the outdoors and the outdoorsy. Eddie Bauer.
The air in LA is so dry. I feel like it's aging me faster.
No.
I have dinner with my.
I looked through the minor portal, the old number that we have. Yeah.
That's on my business. That's on my old business.
And it all doesn't go to anywhere. And then so supposedly.
Charleston had my number. He been texting me. Charleston had my number.
Charleston wasn't going to give me your number. So then my lieutenant, my commander, Williams, Williams, kind of big muscular guy.
He used to work beat.
Yeah. He said that you were trying to get hold of me.
Yeah.
And I said, well, he's got my number.
My cousin, he worked at the school. And I kept telling him about it. And he was like, well, neighborhood police officer. He said, man, I'll get him to see if we can tell one. I said, yeah, tell him you're talking to him.
Yeah, Darty.
Yeah,
Darty. Yeah, so, well, that was the day before Darty came to me. Because my commander says, well, supposedly Spencer trying to get hold of you. I said, well, all you have to do is dial 911 and ask for me, and they'll give you my direct number. But I have no missed calls or any call from me. So then Darty came and said, hey, Darty said, yeah, he's trying to call you. I said, well, either have him call me or I could call him. So then that's how we got the contact. But if I couldn't get hold of you, I have to
go out. What you was going to put? I had that one.
I don't want because
that's the one I'm saying. If me and you never talk.
Correct. I'm just going to have to go on one side of the story because I can't get you. Yeah. Right? And then come talking to you and everybody, the video popped up because I talked to Trey first. He was the first person I talked to.
I told Trey, I said, Trey, these people trying to allow me and say I had a gun, my nigga. These people trying to, you know what I'm saying? If I did it, I say I did. I did. Yeah, I did this right here. Yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. But don't sit up and add. Don't do that because that ain't right. These people try to take away my beat for the rest of my life. Not saying that my actions didn't warrant the confusion or whatever. But this man been picking at me for 4-5 years, man.
Well, you say that he's been driving down the street and harassing and stuff. Have you followed harassment? I haven't. So I mean,
but I got my that's who I was on the phone with. Like Kyle, I told her I was coming back to talk to you. She was like, "Why you didn't come up there, man? Are they gonna arrest you?" I was like, "He said."
I would have told you that on the phone.
That's her.
I'm straight with y'all.
She don't know, but I was letting her know that. But she get everything together for the rapping suit as well as the silver suit. Because the man don't have to call me a child molester. I don't know Facebook. You can't. I got kids, man. I got a business. I got kids. I got all that, man. I don't bother this man.
Yeah.
This man is a cold clanger.
I understand. I mean that's a different thing, but I understand what you're coming from, on that. So
that's what provoked it. Did I hit him? Yes. Yeah. Hard. Tried to hit him a couple of other times, but I missed. Yes, I hit it. Why did I hit him? Because the man steady is playing with me and provoking me, bringing up my kids. Man, leave me alone, man.
So let me ask you this. Did you know he was in Trey's shop?
I didn't know he was in Trey's shop.
Because he didn't broadcast it.
No, I didn't know he was in Trey shop.
Because
I said, you know what I'm saying? I said, Trey up there? He's like, yeah, I better go holler at Trey. When I go and holler at Trey, I'm like, Trey. And Trey was speaking. When I see him, I just, because he tell me, yeah, it's on.
So let me get this straight. This is all over some Facebook because Charleston White was slandering your name on Facebook. Well, it's nobody's fault but Charleston White in this situation there. Now, again, how many times do I hear on here, you can't tell nobody on how to fight back when they get disrespected? Charleston White pushes the envelope every single time, ladies and gentlemen. He opens up his mouth and he mentioned these people that we don't know nothing about. We don't know a thing about these people. But guess what? His real life, what he try to add on the internet, right? It seems to me when he got caught at that barbershop and this man was able to confront him, then that's on you, Charleston White. You should have never got that relaxed up at the barbershop knowing that the things that you say about your mouth about people on the internet, bro, and you don't think if person had a chance to confront you about the things that you've been saying, that they're not going to have a certain type of response, that to me would be irresponsible on your behalf.
Be cocking the pistols in the camera and come on, we don't play like that, boy.
Yeah, I mean, you got yourself another thing to deal with.
Yeah,
that's right. But this, I mean, for my story with him, I was kind of confused because what did he tell you, Mr. Long? What did he tell you that? Well, so when I talked to him, he said that y'all were not arguing and supposedly you cocked him with a gun.
Right, Iceberg. In my opinion, he deserves exactly what the fuck he gets. Like that to me is the dumbest shit. You involving people where you live at up in your foolishness on the internet, and then people catch you right where they can get you at. You put your wife in danger. You put your brother in danger with the actions of what you do on the internet. It is all on you, Charleston White. It's no wonder why you don't have your wife right now and you living free. You think your wife wanted to keep going through that dumb shit of what you doing on the internet? The way you doing content, bro, has destroyed your own marriage, bro. And you were just walking around this motherfucker like it don't even matter. Bro, I can't take you seriously, bro. You is an unstable 48-year-old man that's looking to try to still stay young because you is in a midlife crisis and you will do any and everything for some attention on the internet. That is how I look at you. All that good shit that you may talk, anybody can talk that good shit, Charleston White. He is most definitely an uncouth, unsavory individual, and it's all for likes, views, and monetary gain. This man has completely sold himself all the way on the internet.
Okay. So then afterwards, Trey pulled you back.
And I thought he was asleep.
Well, he was asleep and you cocked him over the head with a gun. Well, but pretty much same story, but instead of a gun, you just punched him. Because he was kind of, you can see on the video, he was kind of nodding out.
I just know his head was down.
Yeah. So that's when you punched him. So he was saying that you punched him with a gun. Okay. So then he got up and he's thinking that Trey set him up to get you to punch him. Okay. So
Trey ain't no friend. He wasn't even gonna get a paper trying to cover up a charge.
Yeah.
Trey ain't his friend.
I understand. And I talked to Trey, and I said, because I asked Trey, I understand there's a video out. He goes, yeah. I said, boy, can I see it? He goes, well, I'm not going to get in the middle of it. I said, so you're going to stay in front of prison for this? And he goes, well, who's going to protect me? I said, what are you talking about? I said, well, if this comes out, then, you know, who's going to protect me? I said, well, either way, one way or the other, I guess.
Your new favorite view, city, food, person, or language is waiting for you. Find it with 25% off URail passes.
When the temperature drops, America brings the heat with hot hands. America's favorite warmer.
Somebody's going to be pissed off.
What up with it, Jonathan G? Good morning, bro. Happy Monday. EV, that message was a facade to me, in my opinion. Because, see, here's the thing. Charleston White, you talk so much shit about Kwame Brown and him not helping the kids and this and that and the third. But what have you shown to show the people that you really there for the youth? All you do on the internet is you have became a fucking internet clown. That is my opinion. Because you haven't shown anything of you helping no damn kids. I'm so sick of people acting like they really getting on the internet and portraying themselves to really want to help the youth. If you really want to help the youth, Charleston White, stop acting like a fucking clown on the internet.
Charleston had his brother working in a trade shop.
Correct. Yeah.
Supposed to be paying the bills in trade shop. But Trey, I don't know what the situation with the financial is. When I told Trey, this came out of my mouth, Trey, if I'm uncomfortable, we all gonna be uncomfortable. If I gotta go spend this money to try to show, I'm not gonna let him do you like that, bro. Trey kept saying that. He did keep saying that. I ain't gonna let him lie on you, bro. I said, you already letting him lie on me. He done already made statements that I had a gun, man.
When he tell you this?
Trey told me this
before Thanksgiving?
Way before Thanksgiving. That's when I told him. He said, I said, man, you need to get that tape to the tape. He's gonna incriminate you. I said, I don't mind. I talked to the tape. I told him what I did. I ain't tripping. I did what I did. I'm not tripping out that. But don't let no man just sit up and lie on me intentionally and send me to the penitentiary for something that I didn't do, man. I don't carry no gun. I'm a pugilist. I don't carry no gun.
So yeah, so that's my question there. And then I asked Charleston, and I said, well, how did you want getting up to your car to get the gun when y'all inside arguing? Well, he wouldn't tell me that part. And I was like, well, I mean, if somebody had a gun inside the shop, why would he let you out to go get your gun and come back in and have a shooting?
That makes no sense. If I got you dead to rights up at the shop and I got a gun, then guess what? It ain't going to be a chance for you to get back to your car to get a gun. But Charleston White wants people to believe that he was the one that had a gun initially when he was assaulted up at the barbershop. Now, men up in the chat. Men up in the chat. With most definitely common sense. You're at the barbershop. You at the barbershop, right? Someone comes and hits you aside the head while you nodding off up in the chair getting a haircut. You allowed to leave up out the barbershop. You go get a gun. And then you come back. But you telling the officers that the man hit you over the head with a gun while you up in the barbershop, and he allowed you to leave the barbershop to go get your gun. Charleston White, again, who in the fuck do you think you fooling with that story in itself? Because I don't know too many men, if they have a gun on you in the barbershop, will allow you to leave up out the barbershop for you to be able to go to your vehicle to get your gun. That makes no sense to me at all.
No. Right?
He walked up to Freddie and was like, where the VIP JJ is, this nigga at? Freddie said, he in the bathroom.
Uncle L, I'm not going to allow you to go to your car to get no gun on me if I already draw one on you. I mean, he swears up and down that he been in the streets and he knows what's up. So then, Charleston White, how would you expect people to believe that story? It's no way that man with a gun that hit you, assaulted you up at the barbershop will allow you to leave up out that barbershop, go to your vehicle so you can get your gun so you can come back. I'm sorry, that just don't make any sense to me. I ain't let you leave up out that barbershop to even go and get a gun. Exactly, Uncle L. That part right there. Plus, that would make it premeditated, wouldn't it? Correct. Correct. That part right there. And that's why he came with the cover story to say, well, I wasn't going to leave my wife and I wasn't going to leave my brother because their life was in danger. But you the one that got assaulted, sir. Again, he ain't taking no accountability for his own actions.
Yeah, Freddie, we all John.
Freddie got Freddie stay in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Said Jordan run to the bathroom and then come back out. I don't
all the fault.
Yeah, mad at Freddie. Yeah, mad at Freddie. And then my brother come down and tell me, you was lying for him. You told me he's in the bathroom. You knew that nigga was gone. And that's what he did. He know that. But Charleston know, and assault, just assault ain't nothing to him, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what he said. Yeah, that's how you go in jail. I said, I don't care. He said, well, I don't make bum. It's a thought. I don't make bum. I don't make bum. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why he was.
So,
and then number one, he said I had a 380 or a 9 something in the back of the ambulance. I don't know, like, I didn't carry a 380 or 9 because I was like 13, 14. I don't carry a 380.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So when you slow down and thinking that Charleston was out there and you're going to give a little Lincoln, who was out there with him?
I seen Freddie and trade him at the door. I'm not for sure. Because I just think it was a gun. I wasn't. Okay. But I didn't see his wife. You asking about his wife. His wife was not outside. I didn't see her. Because she was outside, I didn't see her.
Okay. So from you and looking at Charleston, right? Where he's standing by the door.
Well, Justin was standing by the door.
Well,
Justin come out the door like he's chasing after the truck. He come out in the parking lot.
Oh, he wasn't standing at the door?
No, he come through the door. I think Freddie had some film on it or something. I don't know.
Okay, so he wasn't standing at the door.
I think I seen trading him at the door. I don't know who. I can't say because it was so far away that angle I really couldn't see. But then I seen Charles. I was like, this nigga, you know what I'm saying? This nigga got a gun. You know what I'm saying? I drive on. Okay. So I thought he was going to shoot him a truck, but I heard Trey saying, don't shoot or something.
So between your truck and Charleston, was there any vehicles in between y'all two?
I think he had laid across the vehicle like he was. There wasn't no vehicles like in between us, like right there. He might have stepped on a vehicle like this or whatever, but I'm not for sure. There wasn't no car in between us. No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I really need maybe to call me because I need to know this.
Right, Iceberg. If it happened the way Charleston White explained, shots probably would have been fired. Two gun is usually a bad day after getting knocked out while asleep. I would have believed some shots would have been fired my own self. And again, I don't believe that story that Charleston White laid out. Charleston White is looking to put somebody in jail over some shit that he started. Now, again, dude had his reasons for hitting Charleston White. that part I ain't got nothing to do with. But when you sit up here and lie to make yourself look like the all the way victim, even though technically he was a victim in the situation. But again, when you get hit aside the head and you able to run up out the barbershop, common sense would tell me to get away, call the police, and have the police go up there to that barbershop and sort things on out. Not get a chance to get up out the barbershop to get to your gun, and then you put the cover story out there to say, well, I wasn't going to leave my wife and I wasn't going to leave my brother. The story just ain't adding up.
Time story of what that is to you.
What's the number?
817-392-4814. But you need to call me tomorrow morning because I'm about to get out of here after you. Okay. So the bottom line is,
What's up?
You can call me at any time after 7 a.m.
And I wasn't even gonna call if I wasn't mad about the gun or nothing. I wasn't gonna do all that. I don't. But then they need to take the gun out of his stupid hand. He pointing gun. He don't need no gun. He don't because he crazy. The man have been to the psych ward and everything. Man, don't need to be carrying no gun around here, man.
Yeah. So that's the last thing I need to talk to his man here.
Okay. What am I looking at?
Right now, what are you looking at is assault BI for you punching him. I think one and a half times.
1.5 times.
Yeah, because on the video you punched him, and then as Trey kind of pulled you off, you got a second swing into it, which kind of connected, but it wasn't as hard as the first one. So it's just one charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am sure.
And that's the only thing I got. Okay, I mean, there's nothing else on it, unless you want to tell me you stabbed him or something.
No, I have a knife with him. But I'm saying, even after he lied like that on the police report.
Well, I'm working all sides because I mean, if everything's coming true to what everything's going on, everything's kind of rolling off differently right now. Before it was on. Well, I'm just still working on it. Okay. So the only thing I got solid on right now is what you're gonna let me. Okay.
And now you got to go.
And I mean, Charleston straight up told me he went and grabbed his gun out of the car, and and I don't know. And my first question was, why would you do something?
But you're not in danger no more.
Correct.
Come on, I was locked up 13.
Once you was able to run out that barbershop, they is absolutely correct. You was no longer in danger. You was able to get into your vehicle and go. So Charleston White, you do understand that is premeditated right there then, right? It's premeditated, Charleston White.
14 years, you're not in danger no more. Once you're not in danger, you cannot go get a gun and pursue anyone.
Hell, I don't know. Charleston got a little train of thought, but
and then
even the police officer knows that Charleston White is full of shit. Even the detective in this case knows that Charleston White is full of shit with his story, because once he was able to leave that barbershop after getting assaulted, he was able to be safe in his car to be able to pull off, then call the police, and then go from there. But he thought about what happened to him. He went back to his car his vehicle to go get the gun to come back. Nah, I wasn't wrong about no damn Ray J. And the Return of the Pan-African one, we not even talking about no Ray J. Stick to the subject of what I'm talking about, sir or ma'am.
His brother this man know he ain't have no gun. And I know he's probably gonna use his wife for a with it, he's gonna use his brother for a with it, or pay somebody else to be with it. That man know I didn't have no gun. His brother know I had no gun.
Yeah. So like I said, I spoke to everybody except for me. I just need to talk to
You know, man, when I was a little youngster, he thought, you know how he is, you know. But I'm gonna give you another, make sure he got it.
I'm not calling him to talk about whatever he did in the past, whatever. Yeah. Just as bad.
And let me reiterate something to you real quick. The return of the Pan-African one. I'm not wrong about shit. I didn't get online showing no gun while my ex-wife has one of my kids holding her while he's going wild live. No, Ray J is wrong. That whole situation is wrong. I'm not wrong about nothing. Ray J was wrong for even allowing that type of thing to even get on the internet in the first place. So no, I disagree. I'm not wrong about nothing. It's Ray J's fault that I was even allowed to be able to react to that dumb shit in the first place.
You know, he was there most of the time, most of it.
Yeah.
So besides the part where you punch Charleston, you know, but after that he was there all the way to the end. So he should be able to give me some feedback on what's going on. You know, and then once I talk to him, I'll conclude everything. Like I said, you will definitely get the assault be out. Okay. The other ones that I'm looking at, I need to make sure May, you know, follows up with what he says. But that's why I need to talk to you, because the ending part is really confusing for everybody. Okay, I mean, there's video of him coming out of the bathroom all pissed off and everything, and where Freddie lied him to, and then there's video, supposedly there's video of him outside the door, but it ends right there because there's no camera.
The return of the Pan-African one, I don't mind you trolling. But, sir, you came in talking about Ray J, and that wasn't even the topic. Okay? Stop trying to troll me. Stick to the topic of what I'm talking about, or I'm going to get you up out of my chat. That's my first and last time warning you about that.
Outside, yeah, it's just right to the door. So the only people out there will be you, Man, and Charleston.
So let me ask you this one. I know y'all know if you can tell me now. But did this man have his wife and his brother come lie and make statements on me, man?
Well, they just tell, I mean, they all kind of told the same story.
Opioid addiction gets between you and what you love. Once monthly.
So, but that's why I want to talk to everybody else. Because usually family will stick together, right?
You better believe it.
So sometimes you can't just take.
Did she think she was in there? What happened to them that lied on this police report? That's what I want to know.
Oh, that's up to the DA to deal with it. But I'm just dealing with this main assault and supposedly a weapon. Yeah. I don't know if you ever talked to his wife.
No.
She's really difficult to talk to. So.
Then you did see what they probably made for each other.
But yeah, so.
But when she came in, I never even knew that was his wife.
Well, how did she know you were there? Because supposedly he said that she didn't know he was there because they took separate cars.
I don't know. I just know she come down.
Right. I remember he said that from the very beginning. They took separate cars. Yes, did he? He said that he knew that she was upstairs getting her hair done, but he didn't know that she was even up in there at first. See how Charleston White story starts to fall apart? it really, Charleston White is really falling apart, sir.
With a apron still tied on.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot of yelling,
What's up?
It was a lot of yelling.
Yeah, but
she might have promotion.
Trey's shop is timid.
Yeah, but you can hear though. You can hear why it ain't soundproof though. You can hear it.
You can hear it, but you don't know who's in there. Why would you just run in there?
She knew he was down there.
There's millions of people in there, right?
She knew he was down there.
Why didn't anybody else run in there?
She knew he was down there.
You know what I'm saying?
She knew he was down there. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, because I'm trying to figure that out too. I said, well, how did you know he was down there? Well, I just saw it. I said, you couldn't have seen it because it's tinted.
Yeah.
Because I went there and I was up at the glass and I couldn't see it there until I go like this, you know? I was like, Jesus, how can somebody see it from upstairs? Because it's a lower floor.
And it's where the females get their hair done upstairs.
Yeah, you got the lower floor where Freddie is. Then you got the middle floor.
Where Trey is.
Yeah, then you got the upper floor. Yeah. Anywhere you stand, you can't see in the building because it's tinted, right? So I'm trying to figure all this stuff out.
So let me ask you a question. Well, how many lives did you catch some people?
I catch people alive all the time.
No, I say them people. How many lives did you catch them?
I'm not counting. It's been a really difficult Thanksgiving for me. This was in all my mind during the whole time.
For real?
Yeah.
I apologize. You're supposed to all enjoying you.
Because I'm not about to cut a warrant on something that's not going to happen. You know, I'm not here just to send somebody to jail because I'm all shits and giggles, right?
That's what they wanted. That's what they thought you should. You just go get that paperwork out the way. If you had just been if you had been any other officer that didn't do your due diligence, I'd have had a warrant out before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you would.
For assault with a deadly weapon.
Ag assault with an
aggravated.
So Charleston White starts trouble with this man on the internet, slanders his name and all this and that and the third, right? This man catches him at the barbershop. Now, I think maybe he could have handled that a different way with Charleston White, but again, can't tell a grown man on how to react when someone disrespects him, right? Charleston White, the things that you do on the internet and how you, how you antagonize people on here, bro, it's going to get you hurt. You willing to die over some internet shit?
Yeah, I was like, dude, I need to talk to everybody. That's why I called.
So what he because he'll come back on Facebook. I never go back and forth with him.
I don't follow on Facebook because I never follow it starts popping up. You know, I don't need that popping up on mine.
I don't follow him. I just hear him on Facebook and I go to it and listen to it. He was like, yeah, I went and picked out his picture today. Yeah, he's gonna get picked up in a minute.
Oh, you already posted for it now?
He be like, yeah, he already posted.
Cause he posted it.
He posted it like before Thanksgiving. Whenever he said he came down here, meeting with the detective today. Meeting with the detective today on Spencer.
Oh,
the man been trolling me for 4 years, man.
What he got against you besides what your past, which doesn't matter, right?
Nothing involves this man. This man.
So what is it? What is it that he loves about you so much?
He feel like if he mentioned my name, if he mentioned my name, he say, what happened is I got indicted. You remember the fishbowl? I was indicted in the fishbowl. Mm-hmm. I was the guy in the fishbowl. They had me up on upper echelon with the guys in the fishbowl. I had like 30 some. I was the last one to get sentenced. I had like 30 some people that told him. That told him. But they made up stuff and told on them. But they was already career criminals. And then that's how I know, because I don't even have a record. The only thing I've been in trouble for was that. I got in trouble with, I got 2 assaults on a police officer when I ran from when I was in the hood, and I got deferred adjudicated. And that's all my record. But this is the only thing I got on my record is the stuff with the Fed.
Yeah, I know, because I have to reach out to the Fed to get the record on that.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I had on my record. And so he feel like that I told him some dudes. But they lied on me, and I turned around and told them, you done killed 2, 3 people, kid folks. How you gonna lie? How you gonna tell something on me, tell them about me selling dope, and you done killed people? So that's just this thing on me. But people want to hear that. They give him likes on that. That Facebook is that social media is the devil. He gives them likes, so it feeds his ego, or it feeds him probably, because if he gets enough likes or something, his monetary value in that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's when things get slow, he bring my name up.
If you love snacking, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Low whacker. For 100.
Yeah, I can't believe this guy just came home. A friend of mine just came home from the feds, and he rapping. Not even a street dude no more. We done already did that. What you doing, Charles? We don't want to carry guns. We done done that. That's old, man. You know what I'm saying? So he go, you can't come home. You can't be no rapper, no street nigga. You come home hugging a snitch, and you know what I'm saying? All right, if that's how you feel, then cool. If that's how you feel, then cool. Then stay away from it. If you think I'm snitch, stay away from it. Leave me alone. I ain't tripping, because I'm not trying to do the things I want to do. So I don't care what title you put on me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man, so no, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not moving. I'm not doing none of that, because I know dudes wrong me, and when they wrong me, and when I wrong them back, then that's when the problem. Nothing comes up about the 30-some, 36, 37 people that told on me. Nothing comes up about that. Just me telling the dude about the dude that caught a body, that he caught a body, and he was on my PSI. His name was DeMarcus Clark. Pre-sentence investigation. Okay. Where they go out and round up, they take you. They got a book about you right there. They tell you everything you done in grade school. Anyway, I seen my PSI that he had told him. I was like, how he gonna tell? I asked my lawyer, I was like, how he gonna tell some on me? And this man who just killed this dude. She said, you know that? I'm like, yeah. She said, you be willing to tell? I like, yeah, he told on me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the problem that Charleston have. I guess I'm good content for him to talk about, because that's all he do.
Just gotta do something to get the.
So what you saying is Charleston White is using you and stories, bringing it to the internet for monetary gain. I could believe that.
Reagan's logo,
and that's what he do. That's what he do. And man, I'm talking like for like 3-4 years straight. I called him, man, please raise the call me. All right, you right, brother, you right. I asked the man, hey, Warren, I caught the man at the strip club. I could have beat the man to death. I didn't even touch him. I said, man, leave me alone, man. Keep my name out your mouth. All right.
He mentioned that part.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I could have beat him to death.
Because I asked him, how does he know you? He goes, well, I think we met like 2 or 3 times.
No, I know him. This is how I know him. When I was in the hood hustling and all that, he got out of state school, wherever he got out. He came through there. And when he got out of jail, you know, dudes get out of jail, he came back to the hood. I gave him some money. You know, when you get out of jail, he doing bad. You know, so I gave him some money. That's how we know each other. And I knew his father. I knew his father before his father died. I gave him some money. That's
yeah, because I asked him about how he get to know you, and he mentioned 3 things, and one of them was the strip club thing. And I was like, okay.
I could have beat him, and he was inebriated. The man was drunk. I followed him for an hour. I stalked him. I stalked the man in the strip club. We walked to the bathroom, getting a drink. He met strip. He walking out with a stripper and get in the car. When he get in his car, he get in the car, look at the car. When he get in the car, you know, I already know he ain't got his gun, because they search you can't go to the strip club. So when he get in the car, I'm like, man, what I tell you? I tell you, keep money. Spence, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I grabbed.
Wait a minute. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, good morning, Miss 2216. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut it right there, and then I'm going to put a part 2 with this because it's still like probably a little bit less than an hour left for this video. So what I'm going to do is make a part 2. I got to walk Duke this morning because he's called it for me to, so he can do his 1s and 2s. I appreciate y'all pulling up on me on this early morning stream. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. I will see y'all later. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that hit the like button and participated with the content. All right. I'm JB2 Reactions, your host with the most, signing off. Y'all please enjoy y'all Monday. Stay warm on out there. Be safe on out there. And again, I will see y'all later.